Wake up, it's time to start the show. With Joey C and Lou, let's get ready to go. A cool pineapple, morning's fresh start. And sipping Rickle always plays his part. Cupcakes, quarter cruising by. Ross dogs, broken spirits staying high and dry. Articulate John, still feeling hazy. Am I still drunk? This morning's crazy. Dead Fool's here, repping strong. Happy Gosling, tagging along. Joey C, in the morning with Lou, where the chat is buzzing and the crew is true. From wild tales to jokes untold, this morning's show is pure gold. Ross Dog shouting, Keith Moreland's the man. Chris Mack asks Joey heard about Aaron's plan. Ref agree with the classic call. No B, no green, echoing through the hall. Crumb says Hawk, Arnie's here to stay. Cupcakes corner, cruising all the way. Ryan A's got the jokes making the rounds. Imran Khan and his pot smoking sound. Joey C,
that's right, friend dog. Rise and shine, you
where the
fucker.
chat is buzzing and the crew is true. From wild tales to
Oh boy, you guys are in for a treat today. Oh, my new guest.
Looping
Awesome.
the bind with a cryptic note. Quad can't mend in a clash they wrote.
Hello everybody, I'm Sheikh Mohammed.
Got the green dough beef while Ross Dog spins stories like a
Greetings.
true chief. Space chief clouds by with flames and fire. Am I still drunk? This morning's crazy. Do the Arnold impression one more time. This morning show's in its prime. Joey C, in the morning with Lou, where the chat is buzzing and the crew is true. From wild tales to jokes untold, this morning's show is pure gold. So grab your coffee, don't be late. Joey C and Lou, they set the date with laughs.
Shut up. We don't need 16 more seconds.
Good morning everybody, I'm Sheikh Mohammed. How are you today? Hello Mr. Ludagan. Sheikh Mohammed here. How are you?
Good morning,
Welcome
Sheik.
to my country.
Good morning, Sheik. How are you today?
I am doing fine, very fine. It's very tough to be very wealthy with a lot of oil, and I have many followers, and we're living very large here.
Yes, large and in charge.
What do we have here? You have quite a lovely chat room. I see lots of very good names there. This Kahuna guy seems like a very good guy. Good evening. Good morning. I'm Sheikh Mohammed, everybody. How are you?
Kahuna, you don't know what you get out of Kahuna, but yeah, he can be good guy. He can be awesome one day and dancing the next day. You just don't know what you're going to get.
I see. I do know that I don't like this one name, and I see it very dangerous to have this name. I'll tell you, very cursed name. Eco pineapple, very cursed name. You be very aware of the pineapple. In my country, we kill all pineapples.
Pineapple, we're not going to mock no one tomorrow. Tomorrow there'll be no show. La 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 la.
I don't know. I never beat my wife. Who beats wife? I don't know. Me too, sir. Are you a gay man that you beat yourself and then beat your boyfriend? I don't know. Do you? Because I don't know where anybody beat wife. My friend Joey C, who allowed me to beat your, he's good man. He don't beat his wife. So makes trouble here. I'll give you lots of trouble, okay? So if you want to have trouble, just say the word and we give you trouble, okay?
Looks like the wizard from Bozo's Circus lost the stone of Zabadiyar, and the Muhammad guy got it.
Yes.
You got it, Tommy Golly.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I tweeted out to Mr. Sam Bibley. Joey C told me to say hello to him. He over in OJ's chat. The Joey C was busy in the OJ chat, so he asked me to come on today.
They want Joey C to come out of the closet.
No. Joey C no here today. I'm Sheikh Mohammed in place of Joey C. Yes.
They don't like the Sheik.
Well, I don't care what they like. I'm doing the duty for my good friend Joey C.
You don't like what they.
How about the Tom Gully guy? Joey C said if Tom Gully's around, to bring Tom Gully on. We bring Tom Gully on today. You want to send Tom the link?
I'll send Tom Gully the link.
Please send Tom Gully. Yeah, I hope he's very connected to Bozo and the Wizard, and I'm looking for the Wizard. I mean, he defected from my country 25 years ago.
Tom Gully got the link on the X platform, aka Twitter.
Yes, Twitter. Yeah, you have Lou the God. I like this name, this Lou the God guy. I like this name very much. In my country, I make you a prince.
I know. I am a prince. I'm a
I make
god.
you
I'm
prince,
everything.
big prince. Though I hear you're very big man, but we make you a big prince.
Yes, yes.
But you will have to have many wives. You know that, right?
I first have to talk to first wife to let her know.
Okay, you do that, and you come over to the country, and we take care of you. Me, I don't. I'm the only one that's not allowed to have. I'm only. But I have to have one. But my prince under me, he gets to have many. But you also
Oh,
have to have men. Men also is to marry you too.
no, 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 no,
No, you
no,
must. You
no,
do
no.
all the dirty work for me. I pay you handsomely, $1 million a day.
You could pay me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 million. Me no want no man.
Oh, you want to be like the Three Stooges? I see. Ah, that curly guy told me no
I
too.
got stipulation if I marry man. Man can't
Yeah.
touch me. Man can't kiss me. I don't do nothing with man. He's just an eye candy.
Yes, yes, I see. That's very good, very good. Well, the Sheikh Mohammed Griff. I don't know what this guy. I'm very wealthy man. Hey, this Meat Wilson guy. We must get rid of him. I don't like this Meat Wilson. He's a very disturbing man. I think we could get him on an airplane and take him to our country. You know what happens to him, right?
He would
Oh
not
boy,
be
oh boy.
found. He'd
He
get
will
lost
no
in the
longer
big
no
massive
longer be
desert.
Meat Wilson because they will take the whistle out of his meat. You understand?
Don't know why he calls himself a meat whistle anyway.
What a name, Meat Whistler. That's not a very good name. He may become and be. We put him with the chain on the in the yard, and he could do all the dirty work like
So,
the dog. You know?
did you want to get rid of Awesome Ace?
No, I did not. But I make mistake. Oh my
Yeah.
God! I got rid of the wrong guy. I go to get. I apologize. Let's get him back. I must get him back. I got really the wrong guy. Sorry. Hang on, please. I get back. What's his name? Awesome Ace, huh?
Yes,
Oh,
Awesome Ace.
sorry, Awesome Ace. We bring you right back, sir. We bring you right back. We make mistakes here. You know?
Yeah, the
Very, very
chat
easy
moves
to make
too
a mistake.
fast.
You know? Awesome Ace. We're gonna go look at that. Oh, so Awesome Ace, the guy. Let's see what he is. I don't see him yet. No. Oh, a lot of interesting names here. What about this Nightbot? Oh, I always see, never said, let that night by the fake Nightbot. He comes in and cusses at everybody. Yes, I read. So Awesome Ace. I see him now. Awesome Ace Z. Is that the man? Yeah, he's
Yes.
out. I'm sorry, very sorry, very sorry. He's back now. He's back. But my many apologies to you, sir. Yes. Iron Sheik talking Beetlejuice again. Happy Gosling. I heard really good things about you too. Good things are gonna happen to you, sir. Very good things. I promise you. I have blessed you, my son. I blessed you. It says Iron Sheik talking Beetlejuice. Again, that jabbering comes in my room. I beat the biology.
Jabroni. It's Jabroni.
Very good. That's good strategy. Remind me, I make you a knight of all my security. You'll be the knight.
Okay.
Come in and we should bring the Kahuna guy. I heard good things about this Kahuna guy. If he's available, we bring him too.
You
If,
want the Nui? Okay, I'll send link.
that's all. We don't have no more than this. That's it. That's it.
But Kahuna better come in his costume.
But Kahuna, I hear good things about this Kahuna. Wise man, wise man. You know, he's a technician of the lawn. He grows the grass. You know, he brings the green all over. You know, green is money. I like money. Maybe I take this Kahuna guy and I pay him $2 million a day to take care of my land.
Yeah.
I have much. You know how much money I have, Lou? I have billions and billions upon billions.
What is so racist about this pineapple? There's nothing racist about this.
The pineapple. Now I heard a very good man. He's very skilled in warfare. This De La guy, Mr. Joey C said he could be a possible recruit to be ahead of my army in my country. And they told me
Does
that
Sheikh Mohammed
I like to make games up. I make him head of games in my country. Yes, a lot of good. Pineapple, very dangerous man. Very dangerous. He's so dangerous. First of all, he'll always have a roach around him.
Jimmy Fix It says he will trade you 3 camels for van with a seized up motor.
Yes. 3 camels. You talking my language, Jim, the Fix It guy. I malknight you. You bring me camels, I give you that van. Okay? Yes. He said, no, I'm no Iron Sheik. That's my brother. I am Sheikh Mohammed, the leader.
Mohammed of the Sheiks.
My Iron Sheik brother, he crazy. I made become too American. He go and he want a lasso and go on the Howard Stone show and all that crazy stuff. Crazy man. He almost as bad as that guy, my cousin, Crazy Cabby. You know? Yes.
I guess Kahuna don't want to come play.
Okay, well, that's okay, Mr. Kahuna. Okay, no problem. Well, wait a minute. I don't know the Tom Gully guy. I heard a lot of good things about this Tom Gully guy. He's got the secret to the wizard. I must have that wizard. He's been missing for 25 years. You know, and he left behind all his wives, all 9 of them.
Yes.
He must pay me for all the money I have to give to his family. Because if we're going to take him back, and that's it for him. You know what happened? That's what happens to him. It's called the beheading in Minecraft. You know that, right?
Yes.
It's Minecraft, but the beheading in Minecraft, yeah. Very, very, very dangerous how we do it. He owes me lots of money. He owes me $59 billion. I hope he has it. I better have my money, you know.
You need to say this.
Yes. Oh, Vito Bandito, king of all hacks. Iron number 1, Tui.
Iran number 1.
No. Iran. Oh, Vito, I heard you were master of puppets and master of many games. And ladies and gentlemen, the man that I heard about, that he's got the secret to find me the wizard. Mr. Tom Gully, I hear you are a man that knows the wizard. He's been missing from my country for 25 years. You have his whereabouts, sir. I pay you $50 billion to give me the wizard.
Well, I don't have him in my possession right now, but all you have to do is follow the sound of then you know it's
crazy stuff, huh?
Follow the sound of
You know, he left his 9 wives in my country, and we supported them for many years. He owes me $59 billion. We take him back into our country. You know what happens to them? Woo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Yeah.
9 wives. He'll probably welcome the sweet release of death.
He will. He better. How are you, Mr. Tom Gully? How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. How are you 2 gentlemen this morning?
You're doing well. Very good.
Sheik, you may answer first.
What is my answering?
He asked you how you're doing. I let you answer.
I'm doing very good. Very good, Mr. Tom Gully. Very good. Yes. I was very happy to see you in chat today.
I'm making breakfast right now, so I might have to get up for just a second.
Okay, no problem.
But I'm wondering if you guys have had your breakfast, and if so, how did the camel taste?
I did not eat breakfast. I was about to, but my good friend Royce, he said, Sheik, I need you to go fill in. I have to watch the OJ today. And because the pineapple, he wanted me to educate people about the pineapple. Very dangerous person, this pineapple. He'll always have a roach with him. And that's the dangerous pineapple in my country, the one with the roach.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Well, Jesus. Well, Mr. Gully, I'm doing swell this morning.
Awesome. I like it.
And I'm enjoying a nice bowl of camel oatmeal.
Oh, yes, camel oatmeal. Very good.
I like mine. I like to put a little dog in there with mine.
Yeah, you know, it adds that flavor to it.
Yeah, it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. Joey C'd be happy. I'm actually making a Chicago style pizza here this morning.
Oh, very good. That's the best. You explain to these East Coasters that the New Yorker pizza don't touch the Chicago pizza, not even close.
The New York pizza is very, very good. I'm not.
It is very good, but not the Chicago.
The Chicago style is just more of what you love.
It's just it's all in the water. You know that? I was told a long time ago by a little man from Italy. It's the water, the dough, the water they use in Chicago makes the pizza.
Oh yeah, that delicious Chicago water.
That's correct.
But it's it's just if you eat one slice of Chicago style, it's like eating 5 slices of New York style.
Yes. And they don't have the pie cuts like New York. They have the square cuts. You know, the little square cuts.
You can get one of those big slices in New York. You know.
Yes, very big, very big. There's a place down the street by Joey C's. They called New York. The slices for $6, this big. I mean, it's like half the pizza. Very good, very good. You know. I like it.
So how did you meet Joey C?
Oh, Joey C. We go back many years. He was associated to my crazy brother, and my brother introduced me. That he's a very good man. You know, I really come here. I come here to, you know, because about 25 years ago, I give him $1 billion. He's supposed to pay me back in 24 hours. I haven't seen him in 25 years, but he convinced me. Don't worry about that. He told me he'd rather owe it to me than beat me out of it. And I think that makes a lot of sense.
Jesus Christ.
So you have most of your. I'm assuming you have oil.
I pay you $2 million per day if you come and take care of my oil well.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good deal. I'm
$2
wondering.
million a day, yes.
Yeah, have you managed to find a way to extract all the oil from Stuttering
Yes.
John?
Yes, with that this new guy, but he calling me already, the Trump guy, the new president. He wants to make deals, secret deals, but with oil now. I don't know.
Right.
Don't know if I trust him.
Drill, baby, drill.
Yeah. He's trying to. He already wants the gas prices to go down to $1.50 a gallon. I told him I don't know if I can make that happen.
Sheikh Mohammed, how do you feel about the fact that 13 spring training ballparks serving 19 teams will be using robot umpires this spring?
I don't like this idea. Who's thinking this idea? Very poor idea.
Yeah.
Really?
I told you baseball was going to become a circus. I told everybody soon to be circus.
Yeah, that's going to happen this spring.
Yes.
And that means it's probably going to be in Major League Baseball the following spring.
Well, that's the plan. I don't know.
The Major League umpires have pretty good union, almost as strong as the baseball union. I mean, you know, it's good union. I don't know how they're allowing this to happen.
Well, the robots have a really good union because everybody stays in line, you know.
Yeah, they have my corner partner, the secret silent partner, Elon Musk. He's the Don of them. He controls all the robots. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes. What you having? You having pizza, Chicago pizza? Oh,
Yeah.
You go ahead and we'll leave your seat here for you, and you take your time, and you'll be right here.
I got 9 minutes. You know, Chicago.
Oh, good. 9 minutes. Good. What's going on in your world today? I mean, anything exciting?
No.
I know.
Yeah.
I understand these things. You know, I don't know. I say to myself, I say, what's wrong? My mustache, you know, and my go to this thing here and here, and my beautiful eyebrows. You know, I have to say, but this is my new style. I don't like this coloring. This is beautiful, isn't it?
It looks
very beautiful.
It looks great. Some would say your beautiful eyebrow.
Very beautiful. I sorry, excuse me. I lose that bit.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is very beautiful material. I mean, it's very long too. It goes down to below my buttocks. You know?
It's nice to hear.
The truth is that my butler forgot to get my clean, so I have to wear Joey C's underwear.
I hope it didn't have a streak.
No, these are the pajamas. He said this is pajamas.
Oh, okay.
So I make it into my chic hat.
The underwear I wouldn't do because that
No, I don't.
That taint a good idea.
Yeah, Joey C though, he's got a one small foot now and one a big large foot. Very bad. The 1 foot okay now, but the other foot's still bad.
I didn't realize that Joey C had problems with his foot.
Yes, he's glad, but he lost about 9 pounds. 9 pounds, no sota now, 13 days.
That's pretty awesome.
So he's losing, he's getting healthier, he's seeing doctors. Monday, the Joey C is going to get his new eyeglasses. They're fit for his new eyeglasses.
Progressives?
I don't know. With my insurance, I'm allowed two appointments a year and 2 free glasses a year, you know. So I go get it with my insurance. I don't know.
Yeah. Progressives are the ones that are like see far at the top.
I think they told me I look like Buddy Holly. The Buddy Holly style glasses. they told me, yeah. So
yeah. Hey, you lost 9 pounds. That's awesome.
Yes,
you lost 9 pounds.
Look at this here. This is another good man. I bring the kahuna on. Look at this. This is a good man.
Good morning.
Oh, Mr. Kahuna Kamgali.
There we go.
Kahuna, I pay you $2 million a day to come take care of my land and my lawn.
Not enough.
But you must You must have one task you must do besides the lawn.
What is that?
You must bring in this Tuki character and this El Halibe guy, and we tie them to a chain into the yard, and we bring a bunch of men for them, and they must service all the men of my country.
I agree with putting them to work.
Yes. $2 million a day I give you if you make this happen.
How you doing, Tom? Good morning, Lou.
I'm doing great. How are
Good
you?
morning, Kahuna.
Oh, wait a second, Lou. That almost looks like you in the picture. Gee,
I know.
you spent
It is
many
me.
hours.
Thought I'd join in the racist power hour.
No, it's this. I'm very good. I love Americans. You Americans are good people.
What specific country are you from?
Oh, I don't know. I'm from all the Middle East. I own them all. All the oil in all the country in the Middle East, I own them all.
Okay. But you had to be born somewhere, right?
No, I'm a gypsy by trade.
I got you.
You understand? I was made in one part of the country, and then I was growth. My growth was in other parts, and then the actual birth was in another part. You know, I was really in Mexico when my mother was in Mexico. They made her a $2 hole, and she had me on stage. So don't tell nobody in my country, please.
No, your secret's safe with me. You probably don't even know. I mean,
Yeah,
when
they
your
don't.
family traveled around. It's who
To
can
be honest with you, I'm really not Sheikh Mohammed. I'm a fake one. They think I am, but I got them fooled for over 30 years now.
I don't see what's so racist about this show.
There's no what's racist about this show? We're not here to trash Americans. We're here to be friends with Americans. I have all my friends are Americans.
We got a Minnesotan, a
He said-
Texan. We got a Sheikian
Yes.
who claims to own all Middle East countries.
But I only come. The Sheik was only supposed to come for 15 minutes. He goes now. I leave you now, and Joey C is going to enter, or I don't know, maybe his crazy brother. You don't stay away from that slow-mo guy. Oh, crazy.
So if you don't know where
No,
you've been
no, he's
born,
gonna pull this off.
are the
Okay.
chances good that you were just born on a camel
Uh,
out in the middle of the desert?
yes, very possible. That could have been a possibility. Except we don't call them camels where I was born. It was the sheepdog.
I guess.
Not
Sheepdog,
sure
yes.
about that.
Yes, you know that in Dominican Republic they worship donkey.
Hee-haw.
The
Hee-haw.
donkey is very worshipped there. Yes.
I
And
think
didn't know
some
the Dominican ball
translation may
players,
have been lost in the
the
desert.
minor league players, they spoon together 3 at a time watching TV at night. Yes, this is witnessed this very much. I witnessed this very many times. Okay, Joey C be back in about 5 minutes, people. Nice to meet you guys. Think about my offer.
I will.
I like
to
You
see
in
this
a
one.
5 minutes there, Big Lou. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah,
Everybody, good day. Good.
We'll
Take your
see
time.
how this works. Oh, he actually left.
I'm blaming you, Lou.
Can't blame me. I walked into this shit.
I know I did too, but I'm just saying you could have blown it up or something.
Yeah, I was fucking
Disconnected.
Bluetooth disconnected. What the fuck?
I didn't know that would go over the air. Yeah,
Oh,
my phone. I had to cut my phone from the soundboard. Otherwise, if my phone rings, you'll hear it.
I mean, as long as you don't answer, you're fine.
I like these. I do like the wacky characters, though.
Oh, Joey
Good
don't like the characters no more. You know, it cost him money.
No, I mean the one he just played.
Oh, his little
I
cheek.
thought you
Yeah.
were talking about me.
Yeah, it did. It cost us money. His cheek was bad, horrible,
How did that cost money?
because there was none generated.
I don't understand what that means, but I'll take your word for it.
Yes. I can't be Trump no more.
Oh, I see what you mean. Why not?
Good question. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It's Kahuna's fault.
It's always my fault.
It's somebody's fault always. I haven't been
Oh.
keeping up. What's Joey been up to other than his foot smaller, apparently? And
He went to the doctor's. Was it Monday or Tuesday? They told him it's life or death. Get your shit together. You know, the basic doctor visit. been on a good track. You know, he cut the sugars out. He's still
Yeah.
trying. You know, because there's sugars in many different foods that we don't know about. You know, we just gotta be as bland can be.
Starting chewing hay.
That
Bale of
sounds
hay.
great. I don't. But what did he actually have done to his foot? Smaller? Did they take out some spurs? Did they just say you need to lose 10 pounds? We're going to cut off.
No,
half
his
your foot?
issue is swelling. It's just water retention.
Edema is what we're talking about here.
If that's the medical term, sure.
It's the medical term.
He has to, you know. I asked him if they put him on a water diet, a water pill. He says yes, so hopefully that'll help.
Did they tell him to prop his feet up and wear compression socks?
He says he's done that, and it wasn't really working.
Nothing's as fun as wearing compression socks.
Man, them things are a pain in the ass.
That's when you know you're old.
Jesus Christ.
Wear 'em.
Compression socks are a pain in the ass to put on. And then when you want to take them off, forget about it.
What's up, boys? What's happening? What's happening?
Hey, how you doing, Joey?
Fucking
That
great.
is Superman. You got two hats on there.
This dude here, boy, is something else.
Okay, what's happening, Mr. Tom Gully? Big Kahuna, thanks for being on. I hope you met the Sheik, a very good friend of mine, and
Met
you
him.
know,
What's this? A Superman hat, and what's the other one?
Baseball hat. I think it's like a minor league team.
minor league team, the what do they call the whatever that team that the Spider works for? I forgot what the name of it was.
Oh, that team Harrisburg or something like that.
No, it's in what is it called again? The flying boxcars or something? Is that
The
what they are?
Baltimore team?
No, not that. Where his hometown. They're in his hometown. Yeah, in Maryland. They're in Maryland. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think they're flying boxcars. They are. What's going on? What's happening? Everybody
It's-
good?
Oh, oops, just but I.
Oh, pizza time. I heard that he thought you were making.
I just got to take it out of him. It's not,
That's great. All right, we'll be waiting for you.
I'll be right back.
You got it, man. Kuna, what's going on this morning?
All right, Mike, I'll bring it up when he comes back.
What are you bringing up?
Not
The
too much.
assless chaps to Tom Gully.
Oh yeah. What's going on,
I
Kuna?
gotta ask Tom a question for Scott Fitzpatrick as well.
Oh, how is Scott doing? Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I haven't.
He's right
haven't seen
here.
him either.
Scott Fitzpatrick
Hello.
is not here. Oh, no, what's up, Toddy? You know he was here. What's up, brother? I ain't seen you in a while. Been a minute.
But
So,
Joey, are you
you got
channeling?
personal stuff to take care of tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, so no show tomorrow,
We'll
Friday.
be back. We could be back Saturday.
Yeah, we definitely got to do a show. We're gonna do a couple shows this weekend, so
Or we can do a show Friday afternoon when I get back.
we could do that. We're gonna have we could do that. Figure out
But
something.
are you like channeling your inner John Cena at the moment?
Who? John Cena. Who's John Cena?
Google him.
Is that wrestling dude, John Cena?
Yes.
You
With
guys
the hat.
trying to say I'm trying to beat him?
You kind of are. All I need you to do right now is just take your hand, put it in front of your face, and wave it side to side.
Man, don't you know who I am?
Come on, bro. Just do it one time for the people.
I am King Kong, Malibu's most wanted.
No.
B-Rag's my name.
No, we're not going with that Jamie Kennedy character.
Whatever. I'm no character. It's me, man. Joey C in the flesh.
No,
Is it
this is
King
your third
Kong or
alter
Ding
ego.
Dong?
Huh?
King Kong or Ding Dong?
Ding dong.
Ding Dong. That's
Of
Joey's
me.
wrestling character, Ding Dong.
Yeah, ding dong. That's a wrestling character. Yeah. What's going on? I was worried about that freaking stuff coming off, man. It's lucky. That was permanent marker, too. It came off pretty good.
Once it came off.
Wow. I was getting nervous there for a minute.
Not very permanent if it came off.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got a legitimate beef here. King size Sharpie, supposed to be permanent. It says right on it, permanent. You know, I don't know.
Permanent ass.
Yeah, exactly. What's happening?
Oh
Hey,
man, so what do you
Doms.
want to? So since Joey C is back, what would Joey C like to touch on?
I don't know. I mean, I'm up for anything. I mean, everybody seems like their energy's drawn today. Kuna don't look like he's tired.
The Sheik took it out of us.
Wow.
I haven't had breakfast or anything yet.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, either
waiting on
way.
an energy drink.
Either. I had it's been an interesting morning though. Very interesting.
I
No.
was intrigued by what you told me this morning. I don't know if
Yeah.
you want to touch on that because that might be personal.
Which thing?
You know what we talked about?
You talking about the show that we talked about?
Yeah, that show.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. You mean
That
about
had
promoting
some-
that show?
The Who show?
You talking about the assless chap show?
No, the Sir Levy show. What he announced?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's my place to comment on that. I really don't. I would feel a little awkward because they're both my friends, and if this is not a bit, it's kind of disturbing for me. So I can't touch on it.
I mean, you can give your objective opinion.
I can't. I really can't. I really can't. It would tear me apart because they're two good guys that I love a lot. They're my friends, and I hate to see it. That's all I'm saying. I hate to see it. And if it, Mrs. Levy is wonderful. She didn't deserve any of that. So I don't know facts. I just what I heard. So you know, so I don't want to comment on it. I don't know the facts. I don't know both sides. I just those are my friends, so I can't get into this discussion with them.
So
I'm just being safe
I have
here.
a question for Mr. Tom Gully.
Yeah, what's up?
So I have a question
Bob
for my
situation.
friend Scott Fitzpatrick.
I don't know who that is.
He would like to know if you had a gay monkey on your back, would you leave it there or would you beat it off?
That's a serious question.
Yeah, we all had to go through that question.
Sounds like a fucking troll to me.
No, Scott Fitzpatrick's a good guy.
Everybody has to go through it.
That's his famous question he asks anybody he streams
I
with.
don't have to go through shit.
No, you don't have to. No, that's up to you.
Okay.
You don't have to answer it.
Well, there you go, Scott.
But he is a good guy. Scott is a cool guy. He's a funny guy.
If you say so.
He's
I've had one experience with him. That was.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you guys had it.
No, this is it.
Oh, this is it. Okay,
This is
that's
it.
true. That's true.
And it's not a real.
Yeah.
Shining.
He threw that question at me. I answered it one day too. I had to answer, but I don't know. He does.
All right,
I
so
think
now
that's his
here's
main
a
question. He
serious
asks
question
everybody
for
he
you,
runs
Tom.
into.
He asks that of everyone he runs into.
Anybody he
Everybody.
streams with, if he's on a stream with them, that's the one question he does ask everybody. Yes.
Run with that.
Yes.
Run with that.
So Tom,
Yeah.
for the next busting balls, we need a $300 donation to get Joey C in a G-string and assless chaps. And we're moving the show over to Rumble to watch him get spanked for $20 a hit.
You sure you couldn't make more money him not doing that? I mean, I think you could get a lot of people saying, Joey, don't take your pants off.
Yeah. Well, the deal was that the bidding would start at 300. To the highest bidder was what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Auction starts 300 or at 300, and we go to the highest bidder. Then I come on and we do the prep for the show. I wear as a chat. Mrs. C's with a whip, and for $20 and up per super chat, she'll give me a spanking for each 20 and above super chat. This is what they invented. These are my producers and my partners, and
you know who you could thank for this?
yeah.
The
ABX?
wonderful Iron Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah, that's right. Something to do with my. That's right. It had something to do with Iron Mike Tyson. I
Are
guess.
they going to
I
have a
think you guys
younger
would make
guy
more
in
money
this?
on the ass waxing.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I really do think, but I don't have hair on my ass. I'm not hair. Right, babe? I don't got hair on my ass, do I? I don't have no hair on my ass. Yeah,
He just
Yeah,
has a bunch of
ask her.
vibrators.
yeah. I have a baby's ass.
Vito,
You
it's
wipe
not
your ass,
steep.
it's like
You got to
trying
look
to
at
get-
it as
Well, it used to be nice. But
we
now
need to get the man in the costume. That's the price. He doesn't. You can't get him in the costume. You can't So you got to look at it.
yeah, there's no way I would. I mean, and the way my wife said, the 300 starts the bidding, whatever she called it. And we started 300. Here it'd be a bidder. Oh, I have 300, 300. I have 350, 350, and we go to the highest bidder. Then we get. Yeah, then we plan the show once we secured that part. I'm not coming on to sell myself for any. It's going to be payday for me if I'm doing it. I said I will not do the show unless it's payday for me. 300. Well, then we don't do the show. I'm not going to. If I'm going to humiliate myself, I'm getting paid that night. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I will
Hairless
get paid or it won't go.
ass Joey Jackson.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's not asking a lot. You guys are asking a lot in me, so I'm asking for a high demand. Let's put it this way: for the day I'm Alex Rodriguez or whatever, Utani, whatever the hell, and now I want what they make per day.
You heard me, Pineapple. Put in the DM.
So
I'm
that's
pretty
fair.
sure
fair
when Joey
game.
wipes his ass, it's like getting peanut butter out of shag
Boy,
carpet.
yeah.
that's going to be.
Hey, did you ever hear the story? Did you ever watch that one movie where the judges were talking about and the cops were talking about how that one guy went before the judge and before he went to judge, he took a big glob of Jiffy peanut butter, put it down there, and back of his, and then he went in the court in front of the judge. He went and took a big glob of that out of his ass, and he started licking his fingers, and the judge declared him insane. He beat the case. You know. Yeah, pretty good. Huh?
This question's for you. Well, it's not really a question, Joey. This statement's for you.
Okay. Joey, stop caving to cowards. Let Lou have his avatar. Wait a minute. Dick Ulick. Joey, stop caving to cowards. Let Lou have his avatar. I don't care how many Trumps. I don't care. Listen. I think I made my point yesterday. You know, it was kind of like we came in prepared, or I did. I threw them all off guard. It's just to show you guys. He's my partner, like I've been saying. I'm not going to bounce my partner. I don't care how many haters. And just to show you guys, you don't get to dictate who I have as a partner. You don't get to run my channel. I respect the people that support the channel, but that's it. You guys support the channel. You don't get to run. We got great people that are creative. We use their ideas. That's a different story. But when it comes to the harsh decisions, that's my choice. You know, and
there's no
and
more
Lou stays. You know.
There's no more candy and food ideas because we can't do that to Joey.
No, I can't. I'm getting healthy again. I'm trying to get healthy, but that's all I ask. You know, I respect. I'm at a point now where I have a mutual respect for you guys. Respect the fact that I'm the owner of the channel, and who I pick as a co-host is my business. Whether he's liked, hated, or not, it's my business. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not being trying to be hard here about it.
On Awesome, because I'm eating. I'm not going to eat on camera. I
like the other filter he had. I like the couple. I don't particularly like the Trump one. It kind of creeps me out. But if he wants to come on that's his business. You know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with the Trump? Is it the nose?
It's just a little creepy. I don't know. That nose is a little creepy. I think it was all right until you put the mustache. I liked it. That was a good detail you put in. That mustache is awesome. But the butter wings, you don't ever come back with the butterfly wings. That was
the butterfly wings are gone.
They got to be gone. I mean, they got to be gone.
Dick Ulick, I wasn't eating when we were doing the 11 o'clock show.
Yeah.
Because I had already eaten something. But now, we're back to this 9 a.m. show. So, hello.
I never read the chat when I'm on somebody else's show.
Yeah, I know. And I got to the point where I stopped looking at the chat. I think Kahuna probably brought that up to me a couple months ago. I believe I remember a couple of times he said, just don't read the chat. Let me handle the chat. And this way, and I had a couple guys that were good mods that were getting to the chat and getting stuff out that would really upset me before I saw it, and it worked. And then I finally realized it was a great idea. There's days I don't even look at the chat. I don't care. I really don't.
Trust me, we know.
I just don't care because I'm not going to. I don't have to let that derail me. If I'm going to get angry, it's going to be real. If I'm pissed off, you'll know. You'll know. I'm going
you see some chat that derailed you.
I had a great talk with Eggplant Frank this morning. He's a really nice guy, man. He really cares about the show. He's very adamant how he hates Lou to me every morning, and and I respect his opinion. And and he's like he said, his position is final. He'll never change his opinion. He don't like Kahuna either, and and that's his opinion. I stuck up for both these guys. They're both my friends, and they're both going to be here whenever they want to be here and there. But I respect Frank's position. There's a lot of people that hate my guts, and they're here, so it don't matter. You're not here to like or hate everybody.
You know what?
It's your choice.
I have one awesome follower, and his name is Bo. Bo, no matter where in the chat, is always supporting me, and I love it. Thank you, Bo. Heartfelt love, brother.
One thing I say about Eggplant Frank, he's to the point, and he don't lie. He shows his emotions right out. He don't hold it back. So I respect the guy a lot more. I'd rather know what a guy how he is, how I can deal with him better than to know a guy that's going to snake me behind me. You understand? So I have a lot of respect the way he does it. It's like me, be a straight shooter. Okay.
I find it really interesting when a real absolute loser, fucking never done anything with their life, about sixth grade mentality motherfucker comes into a room and tells the people doing the show, hey, I have a right not only to be a complete, absolute brainless prick, but you should take my advice about your show. Well, here's another piece of advice, and I don't know if people are probably on the uptake quick enough for this. Get off your dead lazy ass and do your own show.
Exactly. Well, that's a perfectly what I got to the point where I'm saying people try. You suck. You do. You go. Well, let me tell you something. let me see you out here doing a show and see what it details, because it's not easy. If you think it's just it's not. And I think a lot of people that tried it and did it for a while could see it's time consuming, especially when you want to go, especially when you got to go watch other shows, not only to watch people that are real good or to see the people that, to keep up on the people that are hating on you. It's always good to be prepared. But I'm at the point, listen, Bob gave me the best advice. You do your shows. When you turn the mic off, forget about the Dabbleverse, forget about YouTube, spend the rest of your hours with your family. And get yourself healthy. And that's the best policy for me, and that's what I'm going to live by from now on. So it don't matter, because nobody can break me in this business. Nobody. I've already proven that I can stand tall with everybody. So there's nobody in this Dabbleverse or in the internet that can break me. If I choose to leave, it's because I leave on my own terms.
Sure.
So, and that's just the way it is. So.
Well, and why are you going to take the opinion of?
Right.
Come on.
But I can say this.
They value their opinion. They
Correct.
think their opinion is the
Correct.
most important
Correct.
thing in the world. No, it's not. So.
But I do. When I went on the road and I went to some of these events, I wanted to do that because I wanted to meet the people. I wanted to meet people, especially the haters. A lot of them chickened out and were right next to me. Didn't even tell me who they were. I mean, I had a couple of big guys pour me up on a daily basis that were right next to me in Las Vegas and didn't even have the balls to tell me who they were. That's a coward. Yeah. Straight up, it's a coward.
It's different in person, because a lot of people in person will, even if you had back and forths and stuff, you meet them and hey, bygones and all that stuff. But yeah, if they don't say a thing, then...
People were shocked when they met me. They said, "Jesus, he's the total opposite. This guy is a good guy, man. He's fun to hang around with." Even Rocco will say, "This guy's got. They know how to hold a conversation. They're funny. I know how to take the right salad fork. I know how to, fold the napkin in my lap. I know how to wash my hands for the meal. I know how to do all that stuff. I know how to be classy. So I'm not gonna. People were like, some people in the beginning were, "Can I come up and say hi to you?" They thought I was a step at them, bite their nose, and I'm like, will you mind taking a picture? Man, come on, man. When they saw that I was willing to do anything, they asked, like, take pictures, and man, come on over here, let's talk, man. I'm not like that. Well, I get crazy, but I don't do that in public. A
lot of people were asking you just where'd you get the suit?
Yeah, a lot of people were interested with the suit. Yeah, especially the light one, the light color one. That looked like Papa Smurf in that one.
Bo Barrington gifted out 2.
Thank you, Bo Barrington. Thank you for the gift of memory.
My man.
It's like Rocco. Let me tell you something about B. Dabbler. Let me tell you about Rita. I love Rocco to death. I mean, as a person and as the talent, he's one of the best. I'll give him that. And he's a very generally nice guy. He's got a swelled head right now because he doesn't figure out that this is YouTube. He's not in the fucking Oscars. He's not a fucking A-list fucking Hollywood actor. Okay. In Hollywood, he would be a fucking E-list actor. You understand? He doesn't realize that. I would be a fucking Z-list actor in Hollywood. You understand? So he's got the top spot in the Dabbleverse, and it's a big deal for him. I respect that. He's talented. I respect that. His head is swollen the size of a fucking semi-truck. You understand? But he's generally a good guy. But he's bipolar. He'll go on, if you go look at all his episodes, you'll see 10 shows how he loves me. I'm doing a great job. I'm the best, everybody. And then he gets on his kick when he's bipolar. I hate him. He sucks. The guy's bipolar. That's all. All I can explain it. The guy is nuts. He's hot and cold. But he doesn't realize everything I've exposed to him, what they come at me about, even harder for a minute, the same things that I did worse than Joey C. I'm fucking on his ass every day. They all grifted. They all begged. They all sucked in the beginning. So it's just, you got to find like Shirley told me one day, I remember when I had 40 people in my channel for a long time. You just keep plugging at it because I can carry a conversation. I can do a show by myself. Rocco can't do a show by himself. I can IRL by myself. I can do that. I can go out and find content. I can grid great stories. Okay. Rocco has to go to a puppet because I believe he had some problems as a child. That why the puppet is there. And the El Horrible is the guy, the teenage boy that grew up that wanted to beat everybody up for picking on him because he probably got picked on a lot in high school. I promise you he did. So, and must being a psychologist, he got picked on and beat up a lot as a child.
But Joey, you are providing a valuable service.
I am entertaining no matter what.
Well, that and many of these people the greatest achievement in their life will be going onto a YouTube chat room
Right.
and saying dirty words about somebody.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's man.
When it comes to brass tacks, I go by who's a man and who's not a man.
You know,
Okay?
they'll have
So,
an
it's the
award
way it
show
is.
for it. You know,
That's
best
the way it is.
remark about somebody's glasses or whatever. I mean, it's just Jesus, fuck, get a life.
All I'm going to say is that I have the highest regard for Bob Lee. I will touch on this. Good for Bob. If what was told yesterday is what inspired, good for him to just take for his wife and leave. Big
What?
to leave the
Talking
show.
about what he said on his show yesterday.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, I mean, I only watch it when I'm on it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, well,
I
you
just
need to go watch it then.
I didn't catch yesterday's
Mr.
show,
Levy and Bob told the real reason why they left TSN.
which was
I'm really don't. These guys want to talk about it. I just can't.
Oh,
I don't want to
okay. I'll,
take sides.
You're the one who watched the show and told
I
me
believe
about it.
doesn't matter. You understand? Shirley and me are great friends of so and Bob and I have the highest regard for Mrs. Levy. She's a nice woman. I respect her just like I respect any woman. And Bob
I
is
believe that
had
my
respect for
lost
Bob
interest clip.
Shirley. And I hate to see two friends that have been friends for 40 years be in this position. So I can't comment on it because I'm not taking sides.
It's not about taking sides. It's
I
just
got
an
no comment.
objective opinion. I mean,
I don't even have an opinion. I can't. I wouldn't if it was you and Kahuna. You guys are my friends and my former co. I couldn't do it to you guys. That's how I am when I become someone's friend.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know. I'm going off of what you
Kahuna
told.
probably did. I know he's got a little backstory of it.
No, my lost interest clipped it. So
Yeah.
it's.
I mean,
easy
if
to
you want to bring
watch.
up my loss, surely nobody's going to care that we do that. I'm just not going to give you no opinion or comment. I won't.
Okay, so there's a clip out there. My lost interest.
Yeah. If you want to, you guys
believe
can have the
I
floor on
believe
this
it
one.
was him.
I'll sit back and listen.
I'm not 100% sure.
Lou's
but
got
somebody
that.
did.
Lou sounds like he's wanting to play that clip.
Well, I mean, he's curious to know,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
mean,
sure.
it was. I'm just like I said. I wish to God my two friends can resolve this. That's all I want. I would really. It hurts me. It really does.
I don't think you're shitting on anybody by playing the clip.
No,
I
we're
mean,
not, and neither one of them would
Bob
be
put it
upset
out,
about that.
so.
But I'm not going to take sides. I'm not going to talk down about any of them. I'm not. I won't. I refuse to.
He doesn't have one.
So who don't? My lost interest?
Yeah,
I
he
bet
has.
Doom does.
Truly addresses the allegations that he is the super chatter known as Penis Wrinkle.
I don't think he was. He said he wasn't, right?
I think
Yeah.
Big Kahuna just submarined you, man. I don't think my lost interest even has one.
Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe Kuna.
Yeah,
probably.
Well, yeah,
I
I
think
said I wasn't
Kahuna-
sure.
He's a
He said,
plant.
yeah, Kuna's a pretty straight guy. Man.
Kahuna-
Kahuna's
got
a
it
plant.
out for me
That's
this
not even
morning.
Kahuna. That's an identical duplicate of
Could
Kahuna.
be, you
It was
you could be that guy from Ship.
in the
You know,
Soviet
what's his name used to go like this? Bert. He had the space guy come down and take his place. Remember in Soap?
No, it's Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
He
Well,
fell
my wife
asleep.
already told me. She says nobody better pick on the Kahuna. She's locked and loaded already. Yeah, she's very fond of Kahuna, as I am too.
Is that Wakanda behind you, Kahuna?
Is that what?
Wakanda.
Me and Kahuna had these
It's
made.
just the AI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kahuna man had those made for us, I believe. The backgrounds he had them done. He's the one that brought them into the show.
Looks like
Where's
Wakanda.
mine? Mine was here somewhere. Thought mine was here. What
I
happened to
got
mine?
a few different ones.
There we are. Kahuna had them done for us. Yeah.
If you
I
guys
forgot.
want, I can get one of my production assistants to find that.
But yeah, if you want, I mean, I don't mind. You guys want to show and talk about it, that's fine. I'm not gonna trash none of them, and I'm not gonna.
Denise,
I can't make a comment.
Pineapple, can you chill already with that? Tom is he's eating, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I've
I don't
already
see it
mentioned
on my
it.
lost
Okay.
interest. It wasn't him.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah, it
might have
wasn't my
been-
lost
Is
interest.
somebody complaining that I'm not on screen for that?
Oh yeah, they're always gonna complain. I gotta.
Boo boo.
they complain if you are, complain if you aren't.
It
Fucking
is what
take
it
a
is, man.
sleeve of fish hooks and ram them up your ass.
Hey,
Oh,
Joey, I do have one question for
Get
you, bro.
stick out of
Yeah.
there first.
What's with the thumbnail that you put on yesterday's stream of a fucking?
Can't find the one you sent me, the one
Dude.
that we have for the morning show. I couldn't find it.
Doom has the
I
clip.
put a foot candle on.
It was Doom with the clip.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Pull up
Oh.
Dooms, your favorite buddy.
I have.
Yeah,
I don't.
We support Doom.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, Lou's not a supporter of Doom, but that's where we got to get the clip from. So when I play it, I gotta go
if
to
someone
Doom.
wants to send me his YouTube channel, then I will play
Just
the
put
fucking
Doom
clip.
here. Put in the box. Doom talks about Joey C, and Doom will come up. You'll see his picture.
You know.
No, Doom talks about
Doom has a
Bob.
show, right?
Uh-huh.
Doom has a show, right?
Well, he's a clipper. He doesn't have a show. He doesn't do live shows.
He waits for other people to create things, and then he
Correct.
takes a piece of it.
Correct. Same as the Pineapple. They do a lot of Joey C stuff. And
That's
they
really,
they
really.
take the hard work from guys like us, and
That's
they
how
make fun of it.
Spielberg and Tarantino got their start.
I've questioned that with YouTube many a times, and in many discussions that I've had with them is I don't understand why you allow this. I just don't get it. I don't understand how you can
Well, because it's free use. That's
I
why they
understand
get
that.
Well, it's fair use, but
I'm not
there's
talented. I'm a
elements
low bottom of the pole. But those guys that
it's
really work hard, with
creative, the
superstars,
length can't be too long.
You know,
it
I don't
can't
agree
deprive
with it.
someone else of monetary gain. There's rules to fair use. It's not just
Here
I
we
can do
go.
whatever I
It's
want.
brought up. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. All right, now we're talking.
All right, we got 10 minutes of Shuli content.
Yeah.
Network, $2. Tell us here what you wanted to tell our staff.
The phone call. Your group phone
Great
call.
back.
I didn't. It wasn't a group thing. It was I talked to Shuli on there, but nobody else was there. And he goes, "Let me get them together." They never got back to me. That's what friends do.
Well,
It's okay.
what is there to say, really? I mean, well, that says a lot when they don't want to have a group meeting or they avoided it or whatever
Yeah.
they did. That's all. You know what I mean? It
I,
sucks.
I was right all along.
Well,
I was right all along from DabbleCon.
it's we all talk shit behind people's backs, but it
Yeah.
just lets you know that maybe perhaps they were it was amicable, the split. Maybe, I don't know. That sucks.
It's okay.
I mean, I liked the whole group. I don't know if they liked me, but I liked them. So, but you know what? I think you did the right thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You did it. So whether it was right or wrong, you
Well,
have to
I
stick
listened
by
to
it.
what you said, so
I like that money. Let me tell you, I miss that money.
you missed that money. You missed
Yeah, how much
It
was the
it
money?
was-
This
yeah,
sounds like
it
some
was
good
going
money.
even half of it.
even though it was like half, but it's okay. I'll take it. Go to work.
I'm doing good. I'll be fine. Do a couple gigs and that's it. And then it's all right for the month.
Yeah. But
Jake Fire, $5. Thank you. Bob Shuli is a good dude. A lot of people keep asking him about you, and he's never
yeah.
once spoke ill of you. I hope you can show the same respect. Love, Gina. What have I said?
Yeah.
What have I said?
No, you haven't. You really haven't. You'll be like, oh, I this or I didn't bring that, or well, you're a little, hurt. I don't know. Hurt men don't get hurt. I don't know.
No, it's just
But-
it's just how I felt from like
Right.
fucking DabbleCon.
But-
I mean, it wasn't the only one.
But you did try to reach out and talk to him, and you guys cleared the air. And no, I don't think
Yeah.
I really don't think this is one of those situations where there's a problem.
All right, here we go. Do we have any comments about? We will have comments when the video is done.
Well, so far they haven't.
Well,
We're trying to,
you got to break it up a little.
Yeah, you do. You do. We have stopped once in a while.
So
Bob's not man. I think I like their black shirts with white lettering, thematic. I think that's that's a team.
I think both Bob and Gina are handling this situation very well. Very well.
Bob's the best. That's all there is to it.
I mean,
You can tell he's got the look on his face says, "I got shit to say, but I ain't saying it."
Well, that's the professional version of it. I was
Well,
behind
that's the way-
closed doors.
that's the
He
way
would
he is.
unleash.
It's the way he is.
I mean,
I don't think
From-
Bob would be, animated stuff like that. I think he would just be straight to the point.
No, I think he's very professional.
yeah, but some people have breaking points, no matter how professional you are.
It doesn't even have to be a breaking point. It can just be, hey, you know what? Here's what I feel. End of the story.
True.
He
Well, let's
gets
play another
into it
2
a little
minutes.
bit more.
Like there's a problem between two people.
No, I'm just, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck it, man. What am I supposed to do?
You know what? I quit a job recently, and I I was kind of shocked by how they weren't like there were tears and they were sad and I was sad, but no one begged me to not go. All right, I'm just saying when you leave a job, sometimes your employer is going to be like, "Well, good luck, and I wish you well."
And sometimes it's not the right time to leave.
Right. Yeah, and sometimes you need to listen to your wife, but
listen to my wife. What was your saying on it?
Do what you want to do. Do what is going to make you happy at the end of the day. Because I know that's what you would have said to me if I would have been like, Bob, I can't work there anymore. I just can't do it. You would have been like, quit, honey, quit.
But did it seem comfortable for me since DabbleCon?
No, not since DabbleCon.
Okay. Was that comfortable?
It was fine, but there were a few bumps.
There was enough bumps. Yeah. Okay.
Clip it.
Clip it.
Okay, so how long ago was DabbleCon again? That was back in August?
Who knows?
Joey, you're muted.
Yep, August.
25th, was it? 26th and 25th?
August, so we're now in November. So
So
there's
18th
turmoil.
16th to the 18th.
That's right, 16th to the 18th, that's right.
That was the best time.
I mean, so we're looking at 3 months
I
worth
could
of
tell
turmoil.
something was bothering Bob and Gina.
So did I. I said the same thing the other day. I said, Bob, when he left, remember he left out of there after the night. Everybody was staying to Sunday, and I asked you coming to Brent, and he goes, "No, me and Gina are leaving tonight to go home." And the way he said it, I knew something was bothering him. But it's not my place to ask him. He said goodbye, and they left that evening after Saturday.
When we were sitting on the right side of the room, I could tell that him and Gina kind of were a little distant from everybody up in the front.
Yes.
They kind of stood by themselves, and I thought that was weird, but I don't know.
To be honest with you guys, I started watching yesterday. When I started hearing it, I left and didn't go to watch it. I just couldn't. I didn't want to hear what was going to be said. I did. So I really don't know what was said just at the beginning of it. So I just what people are telling me. So
he'll be back on that show again for just guest appearance or something 3 months from now. It'll all be fine.
Yeah, I hope so.
But it's all depending on how deep this runs.
Exactly.
I don't see it getting out of hand. Those two have been friends for so
long time, very long time.
It may not be. Their friendship is obviously altered now. You can tell. They may not talk shit about each other like on air.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go to war and beat each other up. I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think they'll go that far, but I don't think they'll really do much together.
They're stand-up comedians. They work with people they hate all the time.
Correct. They're professionals. Right.
If the money's there, their show will go on.
That's correct.
Money's right. Yeah, you're right there.
You're 100% right about that. I mean, he is. I mean, they're professionals too, and they both got a lot of experience in that field. I mean, I don't care what Shuley did. What he was in the newsroom at startup, but he had 15 years in the Howard Stern, and that was the best education you can get in that field. So, Bob as well.
John always rips on Shuley about how worthless he was on that show. Fuck, he was way better than John.
Oh yeah,
I loved
John
all the impressions and shit that he did.
Yeah. He did just managing all the whack packers. The job he had doing that. I mean, come on, man. He had an intense job, man. It wasn't easy going on the road with Beetlejuice and people like that. It was not easy at all,
No, God Almighty, I couldn't spend an hour.
I mean, you heard Beetlejuice would walk down the stairs from a hotel with his thing in his hand and jerking it off all the way down the stairs. The guy was psycho.
That guy needs to be in a loony bin.
They all need to be in a loony bin.
There was enough bumps, okay?
Isn't it weird
after.
Isn't it weird that people would, in life, like anybody would be shocked to hear that or think like, ooh, I got some dirt, when obviously human beings do have bumps in their relationships all the time.
Yeah.
So, but I don't see him having these bumps with Mike Morse or, like they're all tight still.
Yeah, no, but it's like
is good.
If I have to be on and 3 other people, I ruin the show if I'm not on. Like shit like that being told, not good.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 other people that should be able to carry it even if I have an off night.
And I will say this, and it's
whatever, you can have your own sides. I don't really care.
But at the end of the day, you left. He didn't ask you to leave. Okay.
Well, that was the second time. God, you forget things. You forget
Not this time, though. He didn't.
Yeah.
Stop that for a minute, Lou. You remember the first time he left and they came back because I was working? Remember they brought me in for that segment where my mic didn't work. I was going to be Bob's replacement, but it didn't work out. And then Bob entered right after me. I think that's what he's talking about. Remember, they brought me in for an interview to fill the spot. My mic had all kind of technical issues. And then
I don't.
Joey, this has been the longest stretch you haven't had technical issues with your fucking mic.
Joey,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
trying to think back of a time when your mic wasn't working, and I'm coming up with
Exactly. They used to mess with me on the Shuli Network. Bob and Joe would turn my volume down, and they made me think that they alter it where it was great though. It was fun. I had fun.
So go back.
Okay, you start it back up.
All right.
Yeah, he did say that before.
Yeah, right after DabbleCon,
But is that
because I'm not into it anymore. I'm not into it because I didn't I was listening to Perry on sleeping when I went in a room to listen to Perry. It's like I have a fucking whatever, you know? It's just weird, you know?
You have a weird what?
No, it's just weird that I went to bed and I had Perry on. You know, I listen to him at night, you know? We go to sleep to him a lot, you know? I went in my room to get away from everybody. What am I, fucking 5 years old?
Oh.
Now, okay, now you remember.
Okay.
Now things are starting to come together now.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to
I
know
like it
more.
when
I want to know the
friendships,
real inside
damaged.
scoop.
I don't like it when people, you lose friends in life.
Oh, well. The way that I was talked to, and you know it, you know what I mean? And the way you were fucking treated in DabbleCon was pathetic, okay? You know, that was pathetic. That was pathetic. Where are we going to sit? This is for entertainers. So my wife she can't sit around, but everybody else's wife could be there, you know? And get the fuck out of here, you know?
I mean, I wonder what the rationale was for that. Like, you know what? At the end of the day, I don't think anyone is like responsible for being like, "Where's Gina gonna sit? We got to make sure Gina's gonna sit somewhere close." Like, I get that. Like, I know that wasn't priority.
Have you
to
ever
anybody.
been to a show where this, like, you know, I mean, truthfully, this is not.
Everybody who had a girlfriend there that was part of the Dabbleverse got to go up and present an award or do something. And even though just the night before, like, I don't know, I've been kind of like a little sidekick to you, you know, over the years, and the Uncle Reed. I don't think you would have got involved with.
So
Hey, you know what?
Those two are great together.
They are. They do a great show together. You are right about that.
The funniest thing that I saw at Dabbleverse, and for me personally, it's not even close, is Gina crawling out of that first podcast thinking that she was out of camera range, or maybe even knowing she wasn't, but that slow marine crawl. And then on the way back in, same thing. I was dying.
They were at the Airbnb when they first got there.
Yeah. And it was, you know, maybe some people, like, they look at Bob and they say, Bob's super popular. Do we want Gina to get a bunch of attention? I'm not saying that, but I'm just maybe, I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. I've a million shows, a million things. If your significant other is there, they're not sitting in the crowd unless they want to.
Yeah. I mean, there's 5 people that I'm really grateful for with my run in the last 17 months, that they made me by name. You know, I came in with the attitude. I came in with the argument and the hate and pick, and always starting in going that direction, but they kept that alive. I came in with a plan, which was ridiculously nuts when I sat down and told my wife. And then when the one guy that figured it out after 3 months was, what's his name? Peter Sky Parker. He's the one that called me up. He goes, I think I know. He goes, it took me 3 months to figure out. He goes, you're brilliant what you're doing. But then Shuli, who was the only guy I really knew, and we were on the outs because I pissed Shuli off when I decided to come into the Dabbleverse, because I disrespected him an afternoon. He was out with his kids, and I called him and bothered him without him knowing. And it was a fireworks for a while, but he gave me my little lesson. And but the 5 people, or I think it's 5 people that I'm grateful for, and I'll say the top is Bob, Shuli, and B Dabbler. Without Rocco, the exposure he gave me on Tukey Soup and El Horrible, and Bob and Shuli, what they gave me, But I gotta give a lot of credit. I gotta give some credit to MLC because they Kevin talked about me a lot for many days and brought me on a dozen times. But I don't care what anybody says. I dislike him. I can't stand him. He's an asshole. My exposure with Study and John was one of the greatest experience I had because I did a lot of shows with him. And he's an idiot. He don't listen. But I saw him raw and how of an asshole he was. And he schooled me real quick. Not that he was trying to teach me. I just watched and studied him what not to be. You know what I'm saying? He's just... Here's a guy that I think if he went the other way, he'd be the most richest, talented guy in the world. If he went the other way. You understand? If he first what he does to do it the right way, nobody would beat him.
Right.
You know, because he's got the charisma that everybody wants to know him. You understand? But he's done it for all the selfish reasons. In my book, you know, that's my take on it. He's just self-centered, egotistic, arrogant asshole. You understand? That he would have been more humble, and he would have used the fans in a positive way. This guy would be, no one would even touch him. That the charisma he has. But he didn't. He chose to be the self-egotistical fucking piece of shit that he is. And now he's paying for it. So, but Bob was instrumental to me with calling me up and when I was down, and truly when I was sick, would call me on a Sunday and talk to me for half an hour and make sure I'm all right. Or if I had a big bad outing and I went crazy, Bob and Shuli would be there. B. Dabbler just kept me alive, probably more of anybody. I mean, Tukey and Rocco, they kept me alive the whole entire time I've been here. For that, I'll always be in debt to Rocco for that. And he knows that he's got that I think the world of him, as I do him in reality. You know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful. Those are the five guys that kept me alive for what the craziness I entered in here. But then I met great guys like Tom Gully, Kahuna, Lou, my man Kai, Cupcake, DG, who I think the world of, who helped me, his brother, and all the chatters. I got to go get Citizen M, big, always give me positive talk and treat me.
I need to clarify something.
Yeah,
I've never exposed my grandchild on camera.
No, you never have. Lou has never.
If you're taking a fucking out of context clip as your
have.
fucking crust for this,
Lou's a good grandfather.
You are a fucking idiot.
He loves his grandson. He's one of the best grandpas.
You're taking a clip from a fucking degenerate bitch named Fearless. Fuck off.
I would never say that. If Lou was a scumbag like that, I wouldn't agree. I would not back him up. Lou, I've watched Lou be a grandfather because he knows how I am with my grandkid. He's a wonderful grandfather, and he loves his grandson, and it's his whole pride and joy.
That
Lou's a whole different person.
Right there, that guy is a passive, aggressive little troll. It's all he is. It's all he's ever going to be, and it's pissing him off. So saying anything and act like, oh no, I really feel like fuck him.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, everybody. That's why I can't understand why no one should be able to tell people, well, if you're with my friend like John, you can't go on this show. I don't believe in that. That's ridiculous, absurd to tell somebody if you're going to be my friend, you can't. John tried that pitch for me. You're not going. I show you that. I go. Let me tell you something, John. Sign on the dotted line and pay me per episode. And then I won't go on the Shuli Network. You're going to pay me. I ain't paying you a dime. Then shut the fuck up because Shuli pays me pretty handsomely when I go on. And I need the extra money. So are you going to pay me and replace that or not? Then don't tell me where I'm going to go. And he didn't like that. He fought me all the time. Finally, he gave in. He says, you know what? I'm okay with it. I kind of going to change your mind. And you ain't trashing me. You don't. And I didn't. I didn't go on those shows and trash John. I did the opposite. When they trashed him and asked me opinion, I had no comment. I stayed true to him. Even though I was my choice to go do the other show. I went on point to point as his advocate. So he forgets all those things when he sits there and he brings me up sometimes every once in a while and then how I'm the John, let me tell you something. I'm a way better podcaster than you, hands down. Promise you that. Number one. Number two, I'm not a douchebag, and when I'm wrong, I apologize and I admit I'm wrong. Something you never ever did because you're a spoiled little bitch. Always have been. Your mother held you too tight, and she made the animal you are. So dogs lie in fucking shit, and flies attract to it. Just keep doing that. Soon you'll be out of misery, and the world will be rid of you. You understand? So that's all I could say by advice to him. You know, and that's how I feel about him. But if he thinks he's good at what he does, he's not. He's just a guy with a golden horseshoe up his ass that got caught every break in the world.
My advice is that all of them just drink a bottle of Clorox.
I know. I feel some days I feel like I should drink a box of Clorox, but I can't. I let people get to me. I did. I wore my heart on my sleeve, and I took everything so seriously. But you know what? At least I had the balls to stick up for my family and me and fought everybody. I didn't give a shit. Everybody said I was going to be gone in 6 months. They were going to eat me alive. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm in my 17th month, stronger than ever, and I don't ever see that happening, ever. So,
all right, I'm going to push play.
All right, let's go.
With Uncle Rico, if it wasn't for my John story.
No, yeah.
So,
no, it was like, when the time was right, the time was right. Put it that way.
Yeah, but no, I do feel like a lot of people's girlfriends got to go present awards and do all.
You could have done it with
several times.
Yeah, with me.
I was never asked, but
you weren't even allowed to sit.
To Bob, I was like, God, they don't. I mean, they don't think that you and I have anything to offer together, even though we do a podcast, even though they've had me come on, and I've, if you go over the little spots that I.
You want to know what this sounds like, Joey?
What?
Jealousy. Not from
Bob.
It's all
jealousy.
For most, the whole way he's making this sound, it sounds like there's some jealousy involved.
That's a given everywhere in this Dabbleverse with all these shows. You got to understand. They only to the true comedian.
Anybody else that's isolating him.
In most people's eyes. If you ain't a good comedian and have time and hours to Opie and Anthony, you're not a god to them. You understand? That's the price you pay for not being. But to see with me, they didn't understand how remarkably I could keep all these top guys loving me and bringing me out because I have talent. That's my talent. I have a gift to gab, and I got charisma. And I know how to smooth people over when I need to be where I need to be. I plan it myself on every show. I did that. So and I became friends with a lot of it, and most of them they really like me. And they know I'm a stand-up guy, so So I don't.
My camera's not working at the moment, Sam. I have to literally leave, come back, and try to make everything work again, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So
working?
My camera.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I did some shit, I fucked up now with the Streamyard, and I'm not.
You were having trouble yesterday when you were trying to get your computer to do something for us, and remember it kind of gave you a problem. It's like they got a mind of their own. Like I had a problem yesterday. I couldn't close something out. It kept every time I hit I was like, "What the hell is going on?" 25 times later, I'm still not. It's shutting it down. I'm like, "What the?" I don't know what causes that shit, man.
I have to do a power down, and I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, exactly. Let's
All right, I'm gonna go back and push play.
Let's finish this up, and then I'm sure you guys got a lot to talk about.
Along the way, but they'll pull me into a show or something, or I'll just be here laughing
when you need it.
Yeah, but I'm not thought of when it comes, even just to present something. I was not considered like valuable.
Mm-hmm.
So, or needed, and that was kind of shocked to see other people's girlfriends and wives and things like that go up and all, and Shuli never asked me to do anything like with you.
Yeah. No, that's what it's just weird. And not to have a place to go and sit was like, that was ridiculous. Any show that we do, that we ever do, we take care of people.
But that's probably just my ego talking. And then also,
it's not ego.
I feel like
it's simple. Shuli didn't ask because the wife probably had an issue.
Yeah.
Didn't all those guys stay together in one house out in?
Yeah, they had an Airbnb. Yeah, they all stayed together in one house.
Man,
yeah,
that had to be uncomfortable in the house.
Shuli, I don't think Shuli was by himself. Mike came by himself. Zen was by himself. Joe and his wife, Don was there. Bob and Mrs. Levy, and who else? I think that was it. That's the whole Shuli network, ain't it? Pretty much.
Joe.
And yeah, Joe and his wife were there. Yeah, Joe and his wife, Discount Don, Bob Levy and Mrs. Levy, Shuli, Mike Morris.
Joe's wife is such a sweethart.
Joe's wife, yeah. She's very nice woman. Nice. Very nice. And Joe is a really great guy, man. You think they talk bad about Joe. Wonderful person. He really is. Shuli's got a good team. He's got a great team, and and it was and one thing I do know that they were a team together. it all worked because they were together. They all had a role and they all did it well. But this is just something that I didn't really want to listen to because I can't. I just have too much respect for all.
Bob needs to stay on that show. He was a big part of that show.
He was, and he always will be.
Sad.
It is. I was shocked to hear this, but
this is how it's playing off. It's playing off like there was a woman is involved, and the husband's going to side with the woman.
Well, I would hope so. In this case, I would hope so.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's also business. They were a team. Well, you could like Bob just said. Hey, you could include your wife to present with you.
Right.
You guys could be the presenters together. You could make a fun little bit out of it.
Right.
There's ways you could have worked around the whole this whole situation.
Right.
But hey, I could be wrong. I don't know. There could be a lot more at play that we really don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what Melton pitched a lot of things in the beginning when I first came in. One of his things is it doesn't work when a husband and wife team work together. He said it was disastrous for me and my wife. I think when me and Mrs. C do a show together, it was magical, just like these two are mad. But Steel Toe and his old lady, turned out to be what happened. But and that was whole Melton's platform is that you just can't. You can't go to work and be married. That's not true. You can. If you love a woman enough, make anything work.
You also have to look at the consequences of it coming.
Correct. Which I paid the consequences doing it. I suffer still today with the name calling my wife gets called, the name she gets called, the things but it's how you deal with it. You understand? At this point now, I'm seasoned now. We don't let it bother us like we used to. It's but when a man never come in your chat room and, like I said, hiding behind a screen name, and because I posted my mother's birthday and say your mother's a filthy whore, that was the response he put in my chat room before the show started that day on the 19th. Does he really think he was going to be allowed in that chat room by putting that in my chat room? Because any man that didn't demolish him right off the bat for saying something, because if you don't respect your mother, if there's not a man in this devil who don't respect you, just remember where you came from, your mother. You understand? So if you don't respect your mother, you are not human in my eyes. I'm sorry. You're just not.
Any of these people, if they are deviating one iota from what you're trying to do, or fucking with the people that are your real followers, or making the show less than entertaining for them, fuck them. See ya. I don't know you. I never knew you. I don't owe you anything. Go back to whatever rock you crawl under and do your thing. I'm not stopping you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Keep having sex with your family and all that stuff.
I mean, Tom, you're a professional guy in most of your life, in your career. You had to make some tough decisions, right? You had to choose. You had to probably many times you were to choose your career versus being home as a family guy. I'm sure that you encountered that many times in your life. As when I was working in baseball, I had to be loyal to the team I was with, and I did a lot of traveling, so it was tough. I had kids, but I never passed my family up, but I did my job the way I was supposed to, But I know a lot of guys like you who were successful. It was tough for them. Some of the guys they had to decide for their career or have a family life, or do I get steady? Do I get serious with this girlfriend? Is she going to put up with me being gone? It's tough. People don't realize some of the decisions you're forced to do. A lot of people that get into their careers, they cherish that. That's everything to them. So they might pick the career over having a family. It's okay, whatever they choose, in my book, You
remember that time on Letterman? Well, it happened all the time where people in the crowd would just shout out stupid shit whenever they wanted and nobody did anything about it. They just let them do it. Oh, no, that never happens. Yeah. It's silly.
Yeah. Pineapple was asked earlier, I don't think he's transferred. I never questioned that. You see, you this is the problem I have with you guys like you and Rochi. When I make a statement, and sometimes you don't understand what I'm trying to get at. I understand that. I don't. Sometimes you can't understand what I'm saying. I understand you do it the right way. My point is, you still don't work for your fucking show. You don't. You don't spice my show up. You don't change my alter. You still are doing everybody's hard work. So whether you do it the way that by law, how it's supposed to be written, is fine. I never question that. Go try doing a real show without doing that, and let me see if you can do that. That's all I'm saying. That's where my respect level comes in. That's all. I never said you didn't do anything right.
All right, let's finish this.
Levy versus they're not a fan of you having Levyverse, and you know, they've got all kinds of little. Everyone does something else, like the Shuli Network. Not so much, but other other people, they're allowed to go on other shows and do whatever they want.
Oh.
But it just feels like no one really out there ever wanted to acknowledge Levyverse. What do you think?
No, definitely not. I mean, if I didn't say anything, or it would never get
right.
If I said something before the show, it would get plugged and my gigs. If I didn't say anything, the show would end real quick. You know?
Yeah.
You know.
But that's it. I'm not gonna. I mean, I've already rambled on.
Yeah, I mean, look, those are things that'll separate you. Okay, it's like, you know, this is something that I just wanted to come on and have a fun time doing, and stay out of the fucking hate business, and be okay having fun, and you know, it didn't seem like it was happiness, you know, or anything for me, you know. No, hey, listen, I was going to do stand up there too. That became let me tell you, it doesn't become a problem. You do it. You know what I mean? I've done so much in this business.
Yeah, but you're roasting. You don't need to do another stand up. I mean, you do a roast. It's a roast.
No, but if a roast falls apart, it's fucking, the audience has nothing. And it was just to be safe. Let me do 15 minutes. We got to start on time in case the thing that we can start 50. Even the owners like, start late the taping. Who gives a fuck? You know, he goes, go up there. But it's like, oh, this, go fucking give me a fucking break. You fucking nothings in this business. You know,
do me a favor.
Oh.
Hit that like button.
The fuck out of here with that shit. That can go bye-bye. Alrighty. Joey, you're muted. Jesus Christ. Didn't know it's
Juki's chat room the other night, and his wife came into the room where he watches the show, and she says, why don't you grow up? Do you realize that you're watching a puppet? You know? And his wife just, and he brags about that his wife called him out like he's an idiot. I mean, so to say about the people that really, some of these lame people that are very lame, that really get into this shit, and they actually they talk about how they service themselves, and you know, it to me, it's not very funny. I think it's disgusting, but it is. But I don't sit there and go, the chat police, and say, well, you're doing. I don't care what you do, but when you judge me with lies, like I have been judged, and continue to not tell the truth. Let me tell you something. There's not an ounce of me outside of a failed bit that I did with Kahuna, a couple mistakes that I made. My stories have been from the bottom of my heart that I lived it, whether it was horrible, whether it was something I achieved that was good in baseball. I've never made up a story of anything. And I don't give a fuck what them fucking idiots over there in that other country think about me. The Pineapple and Rochi, because your opinion means shit. They could not be half the man I've been. Half the man of what I endured in life, and I did it to myself. But I had the best experience. I'm a real man. I've been knocked down 1,000 times in my life, but I get up and I walk forward. I show my face. I tell my real name. I'm not afraid of nobody in this world. If I have to be afraid, it's time for me to go meet my maker. But I don't brag. I don't sit there and say I'm going to kick everybody. But when you think the things that have been said to me, it's ridiculous. When they tried that bullshit about me being this hard, I ain't no hard criminal. You understand? You know, my baseball stories are from my heart. That the thing I loved my whole life. But I love my wife more and my children. And I promise you, if the trolls think what they did last year, they're going to come at me again with that shit. I promise you this, on the soul of my grandchildren. And I don't give a fuck if I lose my channel. If any motherfucker says another word about my wife and kids, I promise you, I will come to your fucking doorstep. And I will promise you that. And you will have to face me. And you're going to face me, and you're not going to be happy. That's the honest to God truth I'm telling you. So if you want to bounce on me, do not say another fucking bad word about my wife. I'm telling you that right now. I'm very capable of showing you something that you're not going to want to see. Okay?
All they got are lies.
That's all I'm asking.
That's all they got. It's just, and nobody takes people like that seriously. So
I'm telling you, you just don't want to take people to those places. You don't want to take real people from the street to those places. You don't.
They just probably couldn't be around any of us in real life.
They would. I'm telling you, the ones that got deep with me were so staring right next to me in Vegas, Tom, and didn't even. They were so yellow to say that they're the guys that talk shit to me. That's how fucking yellow they were.
It's come on, they're
Because I would have went to jail Las Vegas. I'd have beat the brakes off of him in that bar. I'd have beat the fucking brakes off of him.
They're children. They'll always be
In
children.
Minecraft, Joey, you would have beat the brakes
No,
off.
I'm telling you, this is outside. I was in a bar. If they would have told me who they were, it would have been on. I would have went to jail, to the hospital, or the morgue. But I would have made sure that I got my lumps in.
The best real punishment is just ignore them, and they have to live their life.
That's what everybody told me last year, and I thought that was too light for them, Tom. I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing that would torture them the most.
Right. Right.
Hey, Doom, if you want an apology, keep waiting because you'll never get one.
I think I tortured them enough when they couldn't beat me, when they were sure determined they were going to beat me and run me off the internet. That's what tortured them.
Right.
They didn't realize how strong of a guy I was. I'm fucking solid here.
I don't owe you
I play
shit.
a dumb role really good. You guys wouldn't even know how intelligent I really fucking am.
Yeah, Joey's real intelligent.
I fucking get to the point. This is all an act for me now. This is a show. I come and I'm an actor. You understand? I'm a performer. Okay? That's what I do.
Bitch, you will kiss my motherfucking picky ring, motherfucker,
That's right.
and I'll make you beg.
Lou. I gotta say, I heard a funny joke yesterday about you. Don't take it the wrong way, but someone said in a hurricane. Did you hear the joke?
No, please enlighten me. Let's laugh. Let's see if we
That
can make
your
you laugh.
tooth fell out. It was so big in the hurricane, you rafted 4 people across the fucking hurricane with that tooth of yours.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But the way they said it was hilarious, Lou. It was. I admit,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I laughed at it, Lou. I didn't mean to, but it was funny.
You're entitled to laugh.
I just wanted you to know that I would never do anything behind your back.
Yeah, you know, according to this stupid idiot behind a fucking avatar, I can't walk.
No, you can walk. Lou can walk. Lou's a big guy, man. Lou's a pretty fucking big guy, man.
I walk up and down your stairs.
And you know something? He matches when he dresses. He's got the hip shorts. He's got a crisp ball cap. He's got his jewelry on. And Lou walks with a smile. I always see Lou smiling. Always in a good mood and smiling.
If I believe them, I don't exist. And
yeah, exactly. I mean,
you know, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't put on a show, but I think Monday's show was a very good show that me and Jason were having. But yeah, you
guys did a great show.
You guys can't put on a show.
I thanked him the other day when a couple of days, this Tuesday. It's been great. I mean, you know what, Lou? That alone, that you picked up the pieces when I put you on the spot like 10 minutes before the show, and I done it several times to Lou, a couple times purposely, just to see how he could first and handle himself. To know that if something does happen to me, Lou could take over and do the right thing. He did that. He proved himself to me many a time, which he already had my friendship because of what he did for me last year. But I wanted to see now, can I trust Lou, knowing how his temper is and how he could lose a channel that quick?
Really? I mean, Jesus Christ, what you did to me yesterday, fucker.
Huh?
You took away my mod shit.
Listen to me. I'm going to promise you this. I was told a long time, friendships have to be tested. Must be tested. They must be tested.
They want me to prove I have feet, Joey. Like, really? I have to prove that I have.
Hangs out with you. Spencer, what's your favorite gym shoe? I don't know those big names. Lou rocks some Jordans. He rocks all that stuff, man.
Seriously, my foot game is $4,000 more than what you could provide, bitch.
Lou's got you always see when he is live. That's his real back. I don't think it's a screen where everything's neat on his shelves. You know, Lou gets up and he cleans the house. He sweeps and mops.
He bullshit already. We're not gonna fucking put that comment up.
No comment up.
So I'm breaking news here. Tomorrow is the 61st anniversary of the John F. Kennedy assassination.
Is it really?
Yes, according to the trolls, I was responsible for that, and I just would like to admit.
Wow.
Right, calm, yeah,
it was
baby.
Me, grassy knoll, 5 months old, but still a son of a bitch. With
you don't hear the problem in the United States. The people that think that can't even fathom that the government went to 3 mafia bosses with the CIA to kill John F. Kennedy. That's a fact that I can tell you is 100% fact.
Right.
How do you learn to shoot
Our
that well
government,
at
the
5
CIA, hired 3 mob bosses to take out Kennedy.
Thank you, Kahuna, for the question. It's a good one. How did I learn at the age of 5 months? We know those little things they put above your bassinet that going around in a circle. Mine were all various assault rifles and military rifles, and so
I think the government's your friend or not.
And if I hit the target, it's squirted water. If I hit the target, a little dollop of Gerber baby food would drop down.
Now, Tom, I don't even remember this guy. He was with the Rangers for 31 years. He was a player. He was Nolan Ryan's roommate in the minor leagues. He was an outfielder for the Rangers. He became a coach and a manager. He has over 1,500 wins in AAA. In 2003, they had a Bobby Jones Day where they had shirts made up at the ballpark. This is about the great Bobby Jones.
Yeah, Bobby Jones. Sure, he was with them forever.
Greatest baseball man I've ever known. I had this shirt with the tags on it since 2003. 2003, and I finally put it on. 21 years later. That's how old this shirt is.
And it's still fits.
Why the fuck have you had a shirt that damn long?
Because I was never going to wear it because it was one of those things you collect. But I had to do laundry, so that I didn't want to come with my tits hanging out.
I've got a bunch of shirts that never used to fit me, and it still had the tags on.
It don't fit me. It's tight. Don't get me. Now, 21 years ago, I'm a lot skinnier.
Now everything fits me. I'm wearing shit.
If I didn't lose the 9 pounds, I would be very bad. My wife bought me a shirt the other day, and she goes, it was a large. And I go, well, it is a big large. I think I can fit it. I start putting it on, and I started ripping it.
Joey,
Vito, no one's alienating the chatters, but you're fucking spamming the same question over and over again.
What does Vito need? What is he asking?
Like he wants to show. Oh, Tom only gets 45 views. Like we don't need to show that. That's no one's business. Who gives a flying fuck what happens behind the scenes?
What do they mean? I don't understand. I didn't quite hear.
Why are they so concerned about my show?
I don't.
Tom, what's it to you?
You don't like Tom. That's your business.
Joey, I hate the. I liked your shirt story, but we all know you set a fire to Big Tex, the giant cowboy outside the Texas State Fairgrounds, to distract people from Texas Stadium, Ranger Stadium, ballpark in Arlington. And while they were going to put that fire out, you ran in, you broke into the shop, and you stole that shirt.
I tell you what, I will tell you this: in AA in Mobile, Alabama, I was still zipping pretty good in my days of being lost in space. I accidentally started a fire in the visiting clubhouse. And before we caught it, the whole concourse, it was late at night, the whole concourse, we see smoke coming out of the clubhouse. We left the clubhouse to go. I went around I was walking the corridor. I was going to the home club. I come back, I come out, and I'm going, where's that smoke fire? I go in, the fucking coach's room is blazing. Here comes security ready to pull. And I had JJ, rest his soul, peace. It was a black guard, and JJ was black. I go get him from calling, because if they called the car, I was losing my job. And thank God the fire was in the bathroom part where there was no rug or carpet. So I had to hurry up. I had 5 hours to get rid of the smell, polish that fucking floor up. And we did it. But there was 6 of us. And that guard, we had to pay him. JJ goes, you got to give me $200. He goes, give me $200 for him. He won't call. And we got the fire out. And I tell you what, the guy that owned the ballpark, that owned the AA team, was one of the most prejudiced people. His brother was a Dodger. He played with the catcher for the Dodgers in 1947 when the great Jackie Robinson played. He's famous for the statement that he told Branch Rickey. Does everybody know the famous quote he's famous for?
Yeah, is that the guy that got gone right that second?
Well, he said, pardon me, when the Branch Rickey goes, I want to be traded. I don't work with ends. I don't shower with them. I don't play ball with them. It went on to be one of the most famous quotes of baseball. But after he got to know Jackie Robinson, he went back in and crawled on his tail to Branch Rickey and said, I don't want to be traded. I want to be part of this team.
Okay.
So,
hey, everybody's got a fire story.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something. These people, now I have to, I have these brain farts, and I have to think, oh my God, I'm going to blow this, blow their last name. I have to take a minute here to think, but I'm going to tell you who these people
Joey, we're all just glad it's a brain fart.
Yeah, I just can't.
Not the other kind.
Oh my God. Peter Bragan, the Bragan. Bobby Bragan was the catcher. Bobby Bragan was Peter's uncle. Now, Peter's father, what they called him Pedro, was Bobby Bragan's brother. There was 4 or 5 brothers. They were all athletes, but they also are from Alabama, where their family is tied to having slave farms back in the day. They don't like black people. And up in that part of Florida, they still treat them like they're slaves. And one day he was talking to my assistant, who he introduced me. When I got hired and was in the meeting with him, he said, "I got a gift for you, boy." This is what he said to me. Peter Bragan, he goes, "Welcome to the team, boy." He says, yeah, "I got a gift for you. I got me a house. I got me a house in over here that he's homeless. I let him sleep in the wintertime and he cleans up for me. Now he's a good old house boy. Now if you got any problem with this and with the N-word, you just come and I'll whip that boy in the shave. I got the shotgun lock and loaded. We'll take care of it." This is how the man talked to me in an interview. And he was dead serious. So I went to JJ and I turned to him. I go, "Sir, I just got hired, but I'm not a prejudiced guy, and I think what you're saying is really sick." And he said, "Boy, if you like," he goes, "I will fire you." And I go, "Listen, let's just forget that I even heard this, and let me go do my job." I went in there and I just met JJ. But JJ goes, "Are you gonna kick me out of here?" I said, "No, I'm gonna make you my #1 assistant just to piss him off." And he says, "I did."
It wasn't.
And JJ died in my arms.
Didn't Bobby Bragan go up into either Major League Baseball management or team management?
He did. The whole family are baseball people.
Yeah.
I mean, they were great ball players, and they bought the father bought the AA Jacksonville Suns for $100,000 back in 1982 when they were the Montreal Expos AA team. The father, when I met the father, he was a heavy cigar smoker, and at that time I would bring boxes of different cigars into the clubhouse for the coaches, and I would go smoke a cigar with this man every day. Pedro would wheel him into the elevator. We go up to the top balcony, we smoke it. He goes, "Boy, these are some good old cigars, and they're free." That's the best part, because they were filthy rich. I gave him some classy cigars. I even gave him a couple of Cuban. He loved me to death. He told us, "You don't mess with that boy. That boy's golden here." So I got into it with Pedro a few times. Yeah. Really bad. I didn't like the way he treated JJ. So JJ's answer to me was, "Well, it's getting better. They at least let us walk on the same sidewalk." That's what JJ, that the sense of humor he had. Because let me tell you a story. Because I crossed over to Georgie's and I started walking through the woods. And I'm walking, all of a sudden I see all these men behind me with these white fucking things over there. And I turned around and realized it was the Ku Klux Klan I ran into. They were having a fucking ceremony in the woods. He says, and I started shitting my pants, and he said, all I can do is turn and smile. They said, "Boy, you know where you at?" He said, "Yeah, I'm looking for the local library. I got a speaking engagement. You gonna get me there?" And he said that he thought he was gonna be lynched in that woods. And I said, he goes, "What?" Now JJ was a Bible preaching crackhead. He was going to be a pro football player that became an alcoholic. He blew his football career. He went to he did play semi-pro. This guy can bench press 600 pounds. He was a stocky bull. He finally, when he came to work for me, I got him off the crack. But he was a gin preaching, Bible thumping preacher when he was on gin. So he was funny as hell. But he died. He died in Hagerstown at the ballpark where I met Juan. Where Juan was my assistant. JJ was my first. Juan, he died. We thought he drank too much the night before, and then he said we were going to the Major League game in Washington. When we got up the escalator, he collapsed. So right away, the paramedics came. They took him into the room, and they're sitting there. They go, "We got to take him to GW right away." What's going on? We don't know. So they rushed him to GW, which is the best. This is where the president goes. The United States goes to GW Hospital. This is where they take the president if something happens to the president. And one, he didn't have insurance. 2, he was black. 3, they heard that he had drunk the night before. They treated him like a dog and kicked him out of there. I stayed with him till about 4 in the morning. I had to go back to the ballpark. Call me when you get released. I get a phone call at 9 o'clock in the morning. They threw him out of the hospital like he was common just trash. He couldn't even walk. So this black guard, this security guard at the hospital, let him sit in the broom closet and gave him a sandwich until I got there because they threw him off the property. I get him in the car. Now, he was a jokester. He loved listen to R&B music. Me and him would sing. And I put on some great music. He said, "Look," he turned to me and he says, "Not today, boss. I can't listen today." I said, "What's the matter?" He goes, "I just don't know." I go, "Why'd they release you?" He said, "They heard I was drunk and they said I was nothing but a hangover." He says, "I'm telling you, I begged them. I don't know." All of a sudden, I get about 30 miles out of the road and I turn to him and he had a stroke, his first stroke right in the front seat. His whole face got paralyzed. I looked at him, tears rolled out of my eyes. He saw me crying. He goes, please don't let me die, boss. That's what he said to me. He put this on me. I get 100 miles an hour down. I forgot the highway, I-70, and I'm going. Now we already left Washington, Hagerstown. I got to get to the hospital there. I'm doing 100 miles an hour, and the state troopers were chasing me. When they got to beside me, I rolled the windows. He had a stroke, and they escorted me. We get him. He had right before I got to the park. He had a massive second stroke in my front seat. Now he's dead. They get him out. He goes immediately. They called the neurologist to operate immediately. He had a brain aneurysm they had to stop the bleeding. 8 hours in surgery. When I got to get him to the gurney and I went and parked the car, I came like this to the state troopers and said, you can take me to jail now. And give me my ticket. He said to me, you think I'd arrest you for what you did? You might have saved this man. I said, well, I did break the law, and I was going pretty fast because you had reason to go fast, and we got you here. I sat there for 8 hours. The doctor came out, and I go, Doc, it's been a long day. Is my friend going to be all right? I said, please don't. He goes, all right, you want the straight truth? Your friend will never wake up. He'll be a vegetable. He said, if he had a brain aneurysm here, we could fix it, repair it. There's a chance he's going to live and he's going to wake up. Back here, where God only knows about this, the central wiring that we know nothing about, he'll never wake up. So now, does he have family? Yes. Never met his kids. I got to make a phone call. So I call his mother. His mother sends her older son down, and everything I told her, he concurred. He goes, I'll call my niece and nephew. They fly in anyhow. He said the man did all he could for JJ. He says without him, they were just gracious, and I was tore up. He's on a ventilator. The kids come in. Now he had told me his kids had not talked to him for a while because he divorced their mother and became a drunk, and he was a bum on the street. So the son had a chip on his shoulder. But JJ was the best. I'm not care what anybody said. He was kind. He helped everybody he could. Went to church every Sunday. He was a good guy, man. He just became a drunk. That's his problem. But he never not sure. He had just finally met a new woman and got the strength and conditioning job for the college football team in town. He had a new look. He was going to stop drinking. This is what he was looking, and then he died. So they want to bring him and keep him alive as a vegetable and bring him back to Florida, Jacksonville, and put him in a hospital because they think he's going to wake up. And I tell you what, I came unglued because I know he wouldn't want to lay in a hospital for 10 years as a vegetable. I just do it. And I turned to his son. I said, let me tell you something. You do what you want. It's your father. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that'll happen. If you might have a hard on for your dad. I understand that your dad left you. He didn't support you. I get that. It happened to me. But your dad was a good guy, and I know your dad very well. He don't deserve to be dead. He's dead. You understand? He's dead. You have to pull that plug and let him die. And they turned to me and they said, you know what? They went to the doctor. Is he telling us the truth? The doctor says, you should be thanking him for getting your dad here because he had a half a chance until we discovered we couldn't wake him up. He said, so I would be thanking this man, not yelling at this man. They turned to me, okay, you win. They leave. They go, you pull the plug on my dad. We're not doing it. And left me to pull the plug on their dad. It was the 4 hours, 33 minutes, 15 seconds, a horror nightmare to watch him when you unpull that, him gasping and choking on himself until he died. It was the hardest thing I ever had to witness in my life. It was terrible. I brought my son and the wand. They came in to say goodbye to him as soon as he expired. They were out. They were in the hospital, and I called them to come and say their goodbyes. The nurse gave me all the time I want, and then they shipped him home to Florida, where I went to his funeral and I gave the eulogy and I spoke. I was the only white person in the church, and they invited me to barbecue, and I said I appreciate it. I did. I went to the church. The mother, the aunts, they were all. I'm talking 90-year-old women giving me food and all kinds of nice stuff, and they loved me. They thanked me. They asked me some of the stories that JJ, what he did. They lost touch with him because he was a drunk. And I told him the guy was a man's man, and he did his pride of his job. If he would have told me he couldn't afford blood pressure medicine, that's all he needed to not have this happen to him. He was so prideful. He didn't even come to me to ask me for money for it. I would have bought his blood pressure medicine for him, and he'd be alive today. He would never even think of asking anybody for anything. And that Pete, when that Bragan guy, Bobby Bragan's nephew, who couldn't wait till his father and mother died so he could sell the team, He sold it for $15 million. His father paid $100,000 for it in '82. He got $15 million and said that it's all his money. His crack whore sister wasn't getting a dollar. She wanted to suck all them black guys off. This is what he said. This is what he said to me in his office after he was going to. He told me if I didn't do what he said, he was so tight with the sheriff. They're all good old boys up there. This is what he threatened me. He said, if you don't do what I say, I'll call the sheriff and told him you robbed my safe. And I turned to him. I'm gonna tell you something, boy. This is what I turned to him and said, boy, you go ahead because there's cameras all over the place. You better get me before I leave Jacksonville. There ain't no ratchet ass sheriff gonna come and arrest me for a crime I didn't do. But you just remember one thing. I know where you live. You don't know where I live. And I walked out, loaded my car, and I went back home to fucking Tampa. Never heard from him again. 2 years later, well, I didn't tell you what he did. I called him and told him JJ died. He says, oh, he's going to end heaven like the doggy. That's what his response was when I called about JJ. The guy was the bigots. The Bragans were the biggest bigots, piece of shits I've ever met in my life. The guy got $15 million handed to him, what his father's hard-earned sweat. And he couldn't wait till his mother was dead. Do you know where he put his father's body and the coffin on the concourse of the AA game during the game to view for people to view his father? He stopped the show, the game, to bring him out in the ceremony in the outfield with the 21-gun salute. It was the most horrendous, sickest thing the whole team saw. He had the father in a coffin where little kids were walking by next to the hot dog stand for a viewing. This is how demented he was. I start prank calling him after a couple of years. I'd wake his ass up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I made him know it was me. He said, boy, what you doing, boy? Well, I pulled up with my BMW. He said, what kind of a clubhouse manager got a BMW? You must be a gangster or a drug dealer. This is how he treated people. Thought he was powerful with the good old boys.
That's right, boy.
The good old
I was
boy.
a powerful boy.
And that's how he treated everybody.
You sound like
He had all these fucking Yoki guitar motherfuckers and all these country bunking motherfuckers playing banjos and shit. The best food. But I tell you what,
dare you talk about the banjo like that, boy?
if you ain't real and you got to be like that, I ain't backing down. I don't give a fuck how much money he had or what job he had. I wanted to stick that job in his ass and I walked.
He sounds like Foghorn Leghorn.
He's just like his uncle, Bobby Bragan, was a piece of shit. Yeah. Branch Rickey, I know Branch Rickey Jr. very well. I never met the father. Branch Rickey was the commissioner of AAA baseball. He was basically our boss. You know, if we didn't broke any rules, you heard from Branch right away. You heard. If there any clubhouse guys got any calls to Branch Rickey about anything they were doing to complaints, let me tell you something. Branch Rickey may come down and personally come to the clubhouse and fucking shoot your ass out. And his father was a great man, but his father had a vision. He didn't want to hear about black, white, color, or anything. He recognized the talent they had and brought them into baseball. That was his vision, and he did it. Branch Rickey was a great man. Bobby Bragan was a dirtbag. And Peter Bragan and all the rest of them. The only one I liked was the old man. He was decent out of all of them. You know.
It's going to reheat this later.
Yeah. So I mean, I there's a lot of I see both flips of the coin when I worked at baseball. You know, there's things I can't even talk about. Fights between players, managers and players going at it. Managers fucking benching guys they shouldn't be benching because they got a hard on for the guy because they were a fucking career bench player and this guy's a major star, but they're going to bench because he's got an attitude. Well, I was always told the scouts said they want a guy that's going to come in to a room where his dick's already been there 10 minutes. You understand? That's the kind of player they want walking around the clubhouse. You know? You understand that? I know. I never understood. Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out the relative.
Well, I mean, it makes sense to me. They wanted a guy that had not just the 5 tools, but they had all the makeup to be a ball professional. Because you have to carry yourself well in the big leagues. You have to be a true professional. You have to have the whole package. Because it's 1% make it to the major leagues.
It's the elite of the elite. They won't accept anything. They don't have to put up with that. You know, it's like we got a guy in the minors. He's hitting 358, and if you're a jerk and he's not, bye-bye.
You know, in the old days, you had a star coming up, and those guys got injured. With the money they made, they go in with broken bones and play out there. Catchers would tape their ankles and tape their hands and go back in the game. You know, now they get a hangnail. They cry for the DL for 21 days, you know. So,
Okay, let's switch the conversation now, Joey.
that's all I'm saying. But there's a lot of things I love about baseball. I'll always be my first
We
love.
know you don't like the new modern day game.
I don't like it. Tom's
The
telling me
new
to
players, all
I'm
they
never
do is
going to
strike,
training
why. Let's go somewhere else.
All right, where are we going? We got to end this. We're 2 hours in already.
Everybody's got a fire story. Everybody, one time, there was that horrible moment when you turn and your motorcycle, whatever it is, you accidentally set up.
You know, back in the 70s and the 80s, they used to get what they called greenies from Mexico would come shipped to the ballparks.
Yeah,
And
amphetamine.
the pitchers would throw them in the coffee. They give you a bag of greenies, say, throw that in the coffee and have it ready for us by game times when we take it to the ball. They take the whole pot of coffee with the greenies in it. It was fucking speed. And they would fucking pound that. The relievers would pound that shit. That's why they were so wiry. You know? So, a lot of shit. The Pirates would carry suitcases of kilos of cocaine everywhere they went.
Well,
It was the shit that you just don't talk about. I mean, it all came out in the open, so I can at least say that. But that was very true. The family, the 1979 Pirate team, were major addicts. The Phillies team with Schmidt, Boa, Manny Trio, Rose, Kruk, all those guys, Bob Boone, they were all coke. Lonnie Smith, all big coke addicts.
Greg Luzinski.
Greg Luzinski, they were all big. That was the Philly and Pirates team were the
Hey,
kings.
how you doing, Kahuna?
So
I didn't see you there.
What's up, man?
yeah, and pimps. I mean, Parker brought Mr. T. I met Mr. T right after he filmed Rocky 3. Here comes Mr. T and 2 pimps. Don, Big Daddy Juan, the guy that wore the green suit with the dollar signs, who was a pimp in Chicago. Yeah, he was with Mr. T and another pimp from the West Side. And Parker brought him in the clubhouse. He was hanging out with him all night.
Thank you, Dark Nugs, for the 5 gifted Catalano.
Thank you for the 5 gifted members, Dark Nug. We love you, brother. Thank you. I mean, it's just great. I mean, I've seen a lot of great stuff. The Ryan Sandberg story alone.
Yes, sir.
What's his name did to Ryan Sandberg? Ryan Sandberg was the quietest, nicest, all around greatest guy that ever played the game. And Ralphie Palmero, who is one of my dear friends, who I think is the biggest scumbag in the earth. This guy made a fortune, was a fucking star, could have any woman he want. He chose to sleep with other players' wives. That's what his MO.
Kahuna, do you have any pictures of you without the goat?
Like without this?
Without the what?
The goatee. The goat.
You want to see? Well, I mean, this is
No, I've had this since high school.
Oh, you're talking about him? I thought you said me. Okay.
No, anybody. I don't give a shit.
I was baby. I couldn't go. I can't even grow a full beard. Me.
Why is that?
I can't.
You don't like it?
I can't do it. I'm still like a child with the hair. I don't have hair on my body. I don't have no one on my ass. I don't have none on my chest. You know? I don't.
I
got them in the weirdest places. My toes got hair. My hands, my arms, but that's it.
Mine just in the ears.
So yeah, I get them in the ear. I get that too.
As you get older, there's a beard and it's like one day you're just, what the hell?
Yeah, I got to get my wife to trim it out of me all the time. It drives me nuts.
I take a lot of shit for being so old, and my deepest wish for the people who blow me that shit is they never get as old as I am. In fact, they can start now by not being any older. But
I think I'm older than you.
Tom's the same age as Bob, I believe.
Yeah, I'm a year younger than Bob.
Yeah, I knew you were up there. I'm going to be 59 in 2 weeks.
Shit, you are old then.
Holy yeah. But the thing I will tell you is that you think as you grow older that you will things will gradually happen. And some things do. But a lot of shit, it just bam. My eyes, I was perfect. No problem. Everything's great. Everything. One day, it was one day. So I'm just giving this to just something for you to look forward to.
I'll be right back, Lou.
Same with the hair in the ears, man. It's like never, and then all of a sudden one day I'm like, what the heck? Is there a thing? There's a merkin coming out of my ear. What the hell's happening? But a lot of that stuff happens all at once. Lou, you ever set anything on fire?
Paper.
Okay. Like paper and fire. Anyway.
Paper, that's about it, I could set this chat on fire, but I'm choosing not to.
Well, I don't look at it, so.
I was just sent this wonderful image by Luke of the Bind.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I did too.
Nice colors.
Yes. I want the T-shirt. I want the T-shirt.
I brought. Ooh, you know what?
Put a 6-shooter on the hip.
Hey, you heard that, Luke? Put a 6-shooter on the hip.
One on each side.
Yeah. Oh shit! I brought great harm to this channel. Yes, I have.
Yes. It's almost like somebody wanted you to be on the air.
Exactly.
You know. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be on these shows. If only these folks would quit asking me to be on them for some reason.
Right? Like, you were asked to come on.
Yeah.
Poor Kahuna was asked to come on, and Kahuna had to say but 3 words.
Kahuna, what would you like to say today?
Can't get 3 words in.
What would you like to say today? You've got the floor. Come on.
There we go. Sorry, guys.
Oh, well.
No, got the floor. Go ahead. Take the floor. Go ahead. I'm not stop me because I'm here.
All right.
No, I'm just here to add support when I can.
Yeah, I'm 600 pounds.
Cupcake bought me that.
Joey. Oh, shit. You finally got it?
No, this is something else. He gave me this at Dabble.
Oh. Dude, where the fuck is your Baby Yoda?
I haven't got it yet.
Cupcake, you were here earlier. Where the fuck is Baby Yoda? That was made by your awesome cupcake grandma.
How about this? My enemies are on the wall.
Are those stickers from DabbleCon?
Yeah, the stickers. I look at them every day as my true enemies.
It's like the Hall of Justice, the Avengers. They've got.
You got one of these too, Kona. Didn't you get one of these? Everybody got one of those, didn't you, Kona?
I don't know. I can't see it.
An indistinguishable blur. I have one of those.
The fuck is that?
It's the $1 million bill. The $1 million bill.
Oh yeah, I got one.
Got mine framed. That was from the great Deadpool. You know.
Yep, I got mine.
Yeah.
He was handing them out like.
He was giving them out like Christmas tree. I love them.
I bought a pack of gum with mine.
Did you?
No change, nothing. The guy said, "Thank you very much, sir." It is your pack of gum.
I tell you what, I just look back and I really am grateful. I'm blessed. I've had a lot of anguish with this and my whole life, but I'm blessed. I'm grateful for every day that I could be on, talk with good people and enjoy this because yes, it's finally. I don't make enough on here to support, but I've had some good months. I've made some good coin. We make decent, but it's not going to support me. I worked my entire life. I get my it's basically my Social Security I got early, that I would have got when I got 62. So I just took it early because I was ill. But I pay my bills. I'm never late with my bills, and this is extra. This is extra for me to get back to what I lost. I lost. I'm trying to just get back. I don't want nothing more than what I had before I went to prison. I'm not asking. I don't want to be rich. I just want to get back to where I was, living in a decent sized home, have a decent. That's all I want. I want no more, no less.
Cupcake, where's Joey's Yoda? He wants his Baby Yoda. He wants to show it off. Where the fuck
I was showing everybody off what you bought me, and you love me, so there you go. Cupcake bought me that double.
You're right, Citizen M. I can't get out of my chair. It's so hard. It's so hard for me to get out of my chair.
But I'm grateful. I mean, Tom Tully and me, I think the world of Tom. Of course, Tom's right there.
I'm right here. Hi, Mr.
He said, "That's that handsome man that's there." Okay.
No.
He said, "No. You must wait. Go to the eye doctor." He said,
"I'm not handsome." Yeah, my face.
She was talking about me.
She's probably talking about Kahuna.
Oh, she warned me. You better be nice to Kahuna. I ever see you. She already gave me. She grabbed me by the throat the other day and said, "Remember what I'll do to you if you're mean to Kahuna."
She'll wax your ass.
She will. For you, she will cut and dice me up.
Right, I already got my glove on.
So
I'm telling you that ass waxing stream would bring in money.
It would.
I think so. I think we got to I think we got to plan this right. I think if it's done right with some great minds and we put it together right, and I think it definitely got to go on Rumble because we can't do anything on YouTube with like that. We get the start presented and all that. We
professional places that
Cupcake has answered
do it
Joey.
for people, or else have Mrs. C do it.
I know that, buddy. I did, but wait a second. That's not what you said last week, though. I didn't ask about it. Lou did. First of all, last week you said you're going over the weekend. You take care of it. Don't give me a second story. Don't. I didn't ask for it. I didn't make a comment on it. They did. But don't contradict yourself. What you did say last week. And I didn't even bring it up. They did.
What they asked you?
No, they
You know
asked me if I
what?
got my Yoda in the mail yet. And I said, no, not yet. You know, and I know the fact you are a working man and you're busy, so that's why I haven't even bothered you for it. I figured when you get the time, you'll take care of it. They're the ones that are concerned about it. I don't know. I got this. This holds me over.
Yeah, you know, according to Doom, Joey, I don't add anything. Ooh.
Whatever.
Bro, when will you let me get rid of this useless numbskull?
I don't know. I mean, right now it's just we just got to keep as much peace as we can.
They
and
all
we
have
can't
so many
run.
accounts. You'll
You
never
know,
get rid
He's
of
with
them.
this stupid, useless ass clown.
But
he doesn't want.
We don't have to see if you don't pay attention to him. He's there with them. We don't. You just ignore him, and you're fine. And you know,
right now we're almost at the end of the show, so it's like, hey, fuck that, fuck you. Know?
Hey, I
suck the shit out my asshole when I just take one.
I could open up my phone line. I could open.
You know, how about Steel Toe being a punk and going around and lying and say thanks, Joey C, for the 200? Did you hear that, Lou? Steel Toe, I guess, really realized that he went on a hack show after he said the day before that he's too big and would never. And he goes on my show, and then it clicks in his head. Oh my God, what are they? But he didn't realize that he didn't go on a hack show. He went on a guy that's not a big show, but he went on a guy that's pretty well known in the Dabbleverse and it's pretty well talked about. So it wasn't that I've had bigger stars than him on my show. I've had a lot of stars on my show. I'm the one that put together multiple people on my show at one time. So,
let's put that phone number in the
chat.
That,
I pick up the phone and they
hey,
go.
Joey, we can't even muster up $200 yet.
And I'm like, $200? If I had $200, I would not pay Steel Toe $200.
Seriously.
Jesus, you're nuts.
Oh, Joey, look at this fucking jack off.
You're nuts.
Wrong one. This jack off here. Oh, Lou is ruining our lives, Joey.
Yeah, my life is so ruined. It's so ruined.
Joey, I'd have to open up software, but I do have a phone line.
Yes, you do have a phone line. You do.
And I could open
we
up.
can make some calls if you want to. I'll stay for that.
Well, no, I mean,
the number gave us $5. Thank you, Cupcake. Joey, you and I have another thing. I was answering Lou. You know I am a working guy.
I know
have
that.
not
I didn't bother you, buddy. I know. Listen, Cupcake. All kidding aside, what you do in the Dabble is how I think of you as a human being are two different things. You understand? I know how work and how you work hard and you go home and you have fun and you got your sons and you enjoy them. I know what it is to be a worker. I worked for 30-something years, hard labor. Running shit for players. Take the most shit you could ever take because they're prima donnas. You can't say no to them. They don't want to hear that. They want it now and then. This is how they are. You know, you got to cater to them.
Joey, let's have some fun. Call up Kai.
I understand what hard work is. Believe me, I've been there.
Call up Kai real quick and tell him we're going to send him a link to come on the show.
Kai?
Yeah, so we can shut this fucking clown up real quick.
What is he saying?
Send Kai the link. Let's send Kai a link.
Come on.
That's what I said.
I'll right now. I'll send it to Kai. I'll ask him if he can make a special appearance. I will do that. Yeah, Kai might do it for me.
Call him real quick. I'm
not going to call him. I haven't talked to him on the phone in months. I don't think it's appropriate to be calling him. But I'll send him a link. He'll catch it right away. Kai
he won't answer the phone because I have a new phone number, so I can't call him.
No, he would pick up the beat. I just don't think it's appropriate for me to call him. I haven't called him in physical months, man.
Well, then how's he going to know he got the link?
Because I'm going to send it to him in Twitter, and he watches his Twitter pretty good.
Not when he's working.
That would be awesome.
He'll still see it pop up. He'll get a notification. He'll see it. And he's probably Mrs. Honeybee is probably watching the show, and she's probably ran in there to tell him that I wanted to talk to him. So,
you know,
she does watch the show. She's the managing mod. Mrs. Honeybee, please tell Kai I'm sending him a link. If he could make the appearance for 5 minutes, please. We need him.
The reunion that we've all been waiting.
We need him for something, please. If he
would be kind
what happened with Kai?
Kai has other pressing. He has a living. He has a responsibility, and that is very, very demanding of him. And he just went the right route. He's got a lovely wife he loves, who he cherishes, and he wasn't going to subject her to any of this nonsense. I respect him. He did the right thing, and he's taking care of what he's supposed to do, being a good husband, working hard, and having a nice life. That's what he's doing.
Well,
that's what happened.
He had a morning show on here too, and he's very, very missed.
Kai Brancaccio is a brilliant man, Tom. When I tell you brilliant, he is beyond the comprehension of how intelligent he is. I mean, people didn't understand him because he was over intelligent, and that's where I think the problem came with Kai. Kai is a brilliant man, could teach a lot of people a lot of good things. He's a very respected man. He's he gives back to people. He's a wonderful person, man. I can't say anything bad about Mrs. Brancaccio and Guy Brancaccio. They are wonderful people, and I'm glad my time with him was wonderful because he is a true brother and a friend. I got to find him. It's been so long since I caught him in a chat room the other day, and he said hello right away. And but Mrs. Honeybee comes in from time to time. What was that? He was in John's chat room a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I've seen him in there.
Trolling John. He likes to troll John. He always did.
Place I saw him on BF's.
Yeah, BF probably he loves Bobby Fran, but he loved to troll. He loved to troll John. It was one of his favorite things to do. He loved it. So
I don't know if somebody can put this number up or not.
Give it to the boss, man. He handles all that. That's his area of expertise.
It's in the private chat, Lou.
I gotta find Guy. Yeah,
if you want.
Yeah,
we can take some.
Oh my God, where is Kai? I must have missed him. I had to.
Oh, I don't know if I'll be able.
All right, where you at, Kai?
I can find him.
Oh my God, Kai! Now wait a second.
Block the list.
Let me type him up here. Unless somebody else
may have unblocked.
He'll probably we see it for me. By the way, Kai Brancaccio. Let me see. Where's he at? All right, guys, I found him.
There it is.
I got him.
There you go, guys.
Okay.
There's the big call-in number today.
Kai.
First call sometimes screws up, but not always. But after that, it's just smooth sailing. Gosh, it's not ringing. Where are all the?
Everybody's looking for their cell phone.
Where's all the courage and glory? Come on. Where's the Saving Private Ryan? Where's the Chris Kyle? Come on.
Oh, I do have his email.
Okay. Oh, I sent Kai a link. I hear you get a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity here. Tom has been gracious enough to put the phone number up. If you want to call in and talk, and you want to ask some, so we want to ask if we got some good questions, or you want to make a joke or whatever. Here's the time now, because I know what I wanted to do this, but I'm still going to get troll bait, and it's going to just ruin the show for me. So
be careful. Be very.
That's why JT hasn't went through with it, because
it's not like the chat room.
Trolls are going to come out like crazy if I got a line. So
it's not like the chat room.
Yeah, you don't all bounce up at once now. This is an opportunity here. If you don't want to call in, then it's fine.
No, I understand. Oh wait, we're getting a call.
All right, good. You screen them and see who it is.
Is this Bustin' Balls? All right.
This is the in the Joey in the morning with Big Lou.
Okay.
Special guest Big Kahuna and Tom Gold.
Come on, be good to me.
Hello.
Right. Oh, we got it.
Hello.
Hi, and welcome to the morning show with Joey C and Big Lou. You're on the air.
Hello.
Yes, hey, what's going on, Tom? Joey.
Who's this?
Who are we talking to?
Hey, this is Mike, shitty internet provider.
Hey, what's up, Mikey? I didn't recognize your voice for a minute. What's up, buddy?
Hello, Mike. How are you?
Enjoying the show, man. I just want to say, man, Lou, man, don't pay attention to Doom, man. He ain't shit, really, man. He's just in the chat, man. I mean, the fact that you get mad at people for saying that you're gonna get deported and there's the other dumb shit that you have.
I have fun with it, bro. I'm a U.S. citizen. Yeah. I know I ain't going nowhere.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, man.
How are you today, though, Mike? Are you doing well today, sir?
Yes, sir. Just chilling. Yeah. I'm actually at work on a truck right now. And
lunchtime, Andy. You just started your lunch?
Is it? No.
11:15. Oh, 12 o'clock. That's right. How you been, brother?
Pretty good, man. Just
thank you for helping me this morning with that. Getting those look at those cars. I
resolved from the other day.
Yeah, that's good. You still got business with me, we talked about a couple weeks ago. So about a month ago. So whenever you're ready to call on a Saturday, we could have a nice talk.
I got you.
All right, brother. You know I got nothing but love for you, brother. This is the great Mike, shitty internet provider, guys, and this is a friend. And I'm telling you, I'm actually happy that he's the one that called in first. So this made my day. So, Kahuna, you know Mike. Have you had the pleasure to have any interaction with Mike?
Yeah, we've chatted a little bit. I think we follow each other on Twitter.
Tom, do you know Mike at all? Does he? I don't know if he watches your show. Mike's a great friend and a great. He's a true friend. He really is. He's a gem of a gem. You don't let too many people get next close to me in the chat room. I'll tell you that.
He's funny as hell when he
is great. He brings a lot.
In John's chat.
He loves to troll John. He's good at it too.
Yeah.
He gets John riled up. I remember the one time he told John, "This is the last super chat I send you. I swear to God." It was classic, man.
Well,
John's like, okay. You know,
it was actually a super chat that said, if he would have read it correctly, it would have said, Shuli has a thick penis, but he refused to read it, and I believe that he actually knew what it meant.
He's something else, man. John is a character by himself, man. Is he back on the outs with Vince the lawyer now? I mean, I haven't really watched much of anything except doing our shows and
out with Vince, man. Vince is never gonna leave his life, man. He loves
Vince. You're
money.
right.
He doesn't.
He loves it. He loves him. Vince spends the money, that's for sure. He's a character by himself. What do you got going on? You got a full day ahead of you. You're gonna do lunch and then you got to finish work and. I don't know. Even if you, I'll be. It's tonight. Oh, tonight is Thursday, 9:00. I'm doing a big interview tonight. He presented himself like a gentleman to what he wants to do. I've had a bad outing with him on the Ray DeVito show, but the guy came to me like a gentleman. When we had the hurricane, he was sending his best wishes and that we hope we were all right. Shmuel Buckman is going to be interviewing me tonight at 9:00.
Oh shit, I'll be there.
Eastern.
Yeah, Shmuel Buckman. Yeah, on the Shmuel Buckman show. And then the big show December 3rd with a man that is a very, 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 very well off to do young man who was once part of Compound Media, a big star. Michael Gavinelli's got his own show now. You know, he only interviews mostly porn stars. And but he is got a big interview set with me on December 3rd. And
you should fit right in with the porn stars.
No, I won't be doing that. This has got to be straight. He could interview me. I don't do that. I don't do that shit for my wife. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to be on with no porn stars. I've been there, done all that craziness in my younger years. I don't care about
previous life.
You know, I don't care about that stuff. I want to give this kid what he wants. I'm going to deliver for him, and he's all concerned if Tuki's going to show up. And I told him, I guarantee you, Tuki will be there. Anything with me, Tuki will be there.
You could maybe pick up some ass slapping techniques.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy. I watched some of it. He's a good. I like the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's good. He's Lou the guy.
Anyway, Mike, what's going on?
Let's talk. Mike's on the line still. Mike,
we got calls that are trying to get in here.
All right, Michael. Anything you want to add? You want to say anything else, buddy? Because I guess Tom's got some calls we got to get to.
Well, if you do a porn star interview, I believe you should do it in assless chaps. All right,
no, I won't be. I don't. I think it's just going to be me. But I'll tell him that. I'll recommend that for him to do that the next time he does an interview like that.
I think when you get those chaps, you got to wear them every day when you're on stream.
Oh my God, I just can't imagine. I do want to say before we go to the next call, Tom, is I want to thank some people tonight. I want to thank Mike for calling in. I want to thank Luke Devine for providing us with a lot of the artwork that he's done. Matter of fact, today I'll be calling Luke later on to get a hold of him because I have to send him $10 for his work he's done for me. And I also want to thank Doom for letting us show his video. I want to give a shout out to Eco Pineapple, who deep down I do think he's a talent, and I'm just having as much fun as he has on me. I think Rochi is going to be your demise, like you think Lou's going to be mine. Rochi won't die, though. That's the problem. Lou will die someday. Rochi will never die. Beware of a man that can't die. That's all I'm going to tell you. Citizen M, love to have you here today. Thank you. Vito Bandito, we're going to have a Vito Bandito Day. Happy Goslin, Mike Shitty Internet, American Cupcake, Fran Bowitz, Happy Goslin, Awesome AC. Sorry, I banned you earlier. That was a mistake. Peaches, either are you. John No J, I had you going the other day. You thought I banned you, but I was just playing with you like you want to goof on me. I'm going to get dick you lick. Yes.
Do we have a caller on the line?
Yeah, we sure do.
Yes, we're gonna get some calls though. We'll get to the chat a little bit. Let's go. Who's next in line there?
Hi, and welcome to the morning show.
You take this one, okay? I mean, Una, knock your socks off.
Is this the Tom Gully show?
It's not.
Rick from New York. Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Rick, how you doing?
New York.
How's everything going? Kahuna, it's nice to finally speak to you in person. Joey, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Lou, my man.
Hey,
How
who
you
is this,
doing, Rick?
Love Rick.
Oh, is it Rick from New York?
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? It's my other brother from another mother. My boy Rick. What's up, buddy?
I never get the chance to talk on the air, so I'll talk on these YouTube ads.
Best, buddy. You're the best. I'm like I said.
Anyhow, you guys are doing a great job. That's all I wanted to say. Kahuna, it's great to have you back around. And Lou, you know, you're a good guy. I don't give a shit what they say. Don't let them break your balls too bad, Lou. You're a good egg.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you.
Appreciate
I'll
that.
Whenever
talk
you
to you
want to
guys
come
later.
on, Rick, just holler at Joey and we'll make it
Thanks,
happen.
Rick.
Yeah, we'll make it, bro. I'll do anything for Rick. Rick is the guy that got me. Is responsible for getting me to the Baseball Hall of Fame. He's the one that gave us that gift.
Uh-oh, here comes another one. Hello, oh brave and courageous Anonymous. You are on the morning show with Joey C. and Ludegard. Who are we talking to?
Hello?
Hello?
If you haven't operated a phone before, when I start talking, it's a good sign that we're on the air.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just got a question for that Kanuna guy.
Kanuna? Okay, Kanuna.
Yes.
You already know.
Kanuna, are you going to be doing a show with Joey's wife and the little guy?
Am I going to be doing a show? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I'm always left out of the loop.
You're not.
You don't know.
We're inviting you back. You're the one who doesn't choose to come back.
I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's on the stream.
Background.
Listen, people can have falling out. That's okay. People could go as far as being dickheads. But you know what? He got mad respect for me the way he carried it out.
This is
mad respect.
This is the Dabbleverse. Everybody's back together in 3 months.
That's right. That's exactly right. But who's this interesting caller that can't pronounce your name though? That's the kind of.
I'm sorry. My name's Mercedes. I'm always in the chat room. I love Mercedes.
Is Mercedes, is that a pseudonym, perhaps?
Is it I'm sorry?
Is that a name you're using instead of your real name?
Your real name is Broke Down Chivy. Broke Down Chivy Vega.
No, that's my real name. My mother names me a Mercedes, yes, because I look as good as one.
Do you have a sister named BMW?
No, that's my brother.
Your brother's BMW, yeah.
Yeah, that's him, yes. So, but I thanks for taking my call because normally nobody doesn't. So thank you guys. You have a wonderful day.
You do
okay, Mercedes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Another call right.
Shut up, Pineapple. That's not her that stripper name.
It's not her stripper name, but it is a stripper name.
It is a stripper name. No, you ain't lying about that.
Hi, and welcome
Pineapple
to
goes, that's her name in her old profession.
Welcome to the morning show with Joey.
Mercedes. They all think it's you.
Caller, you'll need to turn your radio down, caller. Who are we speaking with?
Why are you a fat people swag?
You'll have to get a better troll mic, I think.
She's got the makings of some people that I know that were so amateur. I only can imagine who that might be.
Yeah.
Pineapple said it best. What the fuck was that?
Don't she? Give it another try, buddy.
Phone lines are open. 972-994-6822. Be the first to call with the phrase that pays, and Joey C will send you 1 ounce of his brain
comedic charm.
Did I ever tell you about the guy that moved into an apartment building and there was this really single mom that had a 7-year-old little girl, and the mother was a really, really wealthy. She was high up as a CEO, but he couldn't keep his eyes off her. She thought he was just the shit. So she did everything she could to meet this guy. So he wanted to meet. He'd come down one day and he knocked down, played the "Can I get a cup of sugar" routine. You know, he didn't get to the store, and she goes, here's your cup. And he goes, can you do me a favor? I got called into my office for an emergency. I got my sitter can't show up. He goes, well, I've never been married. I can't take. She's take care of her stuff. All you got to do is just be here, so she's, that nothing happens to her. And I got her lunch all laid out. She'll take a nap probably. He says, all right, he wanted to really date this woman. So he said, okay, I'll do it. So she could be here at this time. I'm going to go in the shower. And he goes upstairs, gets ready, comes down, and she goes, okay, just introduce daughter. And the daughter was routine. She watched her cartoons, and she said, mister, it's time for my lunch. And he goes, he did everything. He was proper with her. And she sat on the couch, and he said, listen, I'm going to put your cartoon. I really got to take a nap now. You promised me that you just stay here and be good. She goes, oh, no problem. So he goes to the bedroom, and he sleeps in the guest bedroom. And all of a sudden, he wakes up screaming. Blood's all over the place, right? And what led to that is he took a shower down there as well, and he came out and he had the door closed, and she opened the door and his towel fell and she accidentally saw something. So he immediately picked it up and she asked him what that was, and he said that was his chicken, and that young girls should not be messing with chickens. They're not good for her. And he did everything in his graces to tell her to stay away from this chicken, and she was curious about the chicken. So he got her calm. He went and took his nap. He wakes up, there's blood all over the place. And he's going, what the hell happened? She goes, Mister, your chicken spit at me, so I broke its neck.
So from that previous caller, who was Mercedes, her sister was actually Maserati.
It's pretty good, though.
Yeah. She was a fast girl.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah,
I'll tell you.
And Happy Gosling said, let's get Bobby Nick to 500 subscribers. He's 23.
Oh, Bobby's 23. Well, we can make this happen. Jesus, I got 23 stock accounts. I'll be over there tonight.
Jesus Christ.
No problem. Your wish is my command.
Bobby Nick. Yeah. Good old Bobby Nick.
Bobby Nick's a great guy. I always could say Bobby Nick, he brings it. He's the perfect guy to have on the show. I tell you that, especially when he just sits there and smokes.
Hard working.
He does. Bobby really puts some work in. He does a lot.
I was highlighting your Maserati joke. Rick,
oh my Maserati joke.
He was.
It was a pretty good joke. I don't know if I told the whole story right.
Homage. No, that is a fine joke.
You told the joke wrong, Joey.
Well, maybe that's another version, but the one I heard when I told it the way I heard it. So. That's why I told it the way I heard the way it was. I heard it. Some baseball player. I think I heard it in the baseball locker room one day that they told me that joke. I
you want to keep cutting into Bob's show time, Joey? I mean,
what happened?
You want to keep cutting into Bob's time?
No, I don't. We got. What's his name? What's his name? But what's his name? Bobby Fran's on. I don't want to take. We're already 20 minutes.
Bobby Fran is on. I'm talking about
He's
Bob.
Not on yet.
Bob Levy's not on, is he?
He's normally on at 10 a.m.
Well,
he's Gina's home. So he probably took a day off.
Switches around.
He's probably at Gina's home now, so he's probably spending some quality time. Or was he really with Perry last night? Was he in California, or they spliced that together like he was there?
They spliced it together.
That was pretty good. I thought he was in the living room with Perry. Boy, he was going off last night, Perry, wasn't he? I don't know how he don't have a heart attack.
I was got to check. Sometimes I get a late. If everybody on Earth is unavailable, sometimes I sent
him a chat. I said, I got great news today, Perry. My mother finally told me who my father is. Daddy, I'm coming home.
Rochi, call in.
Yeah, Rochi, call in, Rochi. At least Rochi shows himself and we know his voice. I always give Rochi credit for that. You know, he at least is a man's man and he's not afraid to show himself. You know, he's a prick, but at least you know he's not afraid to show
Bob just brought on OJ. Ugh.
OJ. Oh, Bob just went live?
Bob's been live.
Well, okay. It's probably 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
well, send Bob Levy, tell him hello and that we love him and you know, all that good stuff. Yeah, we could go. We don't. I don't take Bob. I mean, Bob, we can't hurt Bob. He's probably got 300 people. OJ had 350 this morning. We make it 250 today. Our normal. So I mean, we can't. You know, we're not ready to go to that level yet. But we will be.
Phone lines closed at 972-9946.
Is the lines closed? Well, we thank you, Tom, for that. Now, Tom Gully, please grace us with your plugs, and thank you as always for being here. You got carte blanche here. You don't have to ever worry about it. You want a link, you just tell me, and it's there.
Anybody that's watching it's probably already watching it. I don't recommend it. It's on YouTube, Facebook, X. It's on some network that does something with it. I don't know. Yeah.
Tom, you know, one day I forgot to ask you one thing. Because of the nature of what part of the country you live in, Are you a fan of Alex Stein?
Boy. I mean, I admire and respect what he's done as far as gaining following, creating a place for himself.
Do you think on his political, when he goes after these councilmen and these mayors and how he popped up, do you think that he's onto something, that he does make a difference?
Well, I don't think he makes any difference, but he's on this. I mean, he's just doing what he's doing. The only thing I really take exception with him is this wearing a cowboy hat thing.
Well, he is a true cowboy. I mean, he is. He's Texas born, baby. He's a Texan through and through.
If you knew where he's from in Texas,
right? I know. I do know where he's from.
Say that, and nobody down here, wears a brand new spanking cowboy. I mean, that's like,
I'm gonna tell you, Don, but Alex Stein.
You go. So other than that, that's just a personal.
But you respect him as a journalism. He does pretty professional job. I think he does.
Respect him as a journalist. I respect him as a media personality.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, because
I unfortunately became good friends with Alex, and he sent me a text the other night.
He's probably a great guy. I don't know anything.
He's a wonderful person. Wonderful person.
A lot of times, people that are media personalities like him, they're doing a thing on the air completely different in real life. They're not confrontational. They're not the way they are on the air. So
I enjoy his show. I got to tell you, when he brought me on before I got to Vegas, and I was in Vegas, and I was at some place, and 3 people came up to me and say they're part of the fish thing he does, whatever that show he does with the fish. That they call it I don't know,
fish tank.
Fish tank, yeah. And they're like, wait a minute, you're the guy that Joey C that was on the Alex Stein show. Because I had Alex Stein. He goes, it's you. And I'm like, yeah, that was me. He goes, man, what a great appearance. How you made the entrance. I go, Alex likes to be gassed up. But Alex sent me a text the other day, and I hadn't transferred all my numbers over to my iPhone. So I see the number, and I see it. I go, this ain't Tom. I don't think this is Tom. But I knew it was from the area. And I'm like, who is this? He goes, it's me, Alex. I just wanted to send you this. And he sent me this thumbnail or this picture. Joey C, MVP of the Dabbleverse, will always be my MVP in the Dabbleverse. I miss you, buddy.
Well,
that's what he sent me.
There's some people that I'm marginally associated with on the internet, and they have had major battles with Alex Stein.
Yeah.
So
works for a controversial guy, though. His boss is a good. Blaze TV. The guy's a very eccentric guy. He's very he sees views a lot different than most people, but I enjoyed the tour of his studio. I got to see his office and learned a lot about him. Alex said he's a really decent guy. He's a very collector. He had the Archie Bunker set that he owns, the whole set that he had it on display in the studio. Thought that was fascinating.
He used to bill himself as the biggest troll on the internet.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Alex, I love Alex to death. I hope someday that Alex said the future. Don't worry, he's going to have me on some more times, and I enjoy going on his show. There's a connection there that it brings me to live when I'm with him. I got a lot of energy, and I just like him. He's he don't mess with the Dabbleverse so much because of his contract. I don't think the boss likes the Dabbleverse too much, so I think he's, because of that being under contract, he don't do nothing too much with the Dabbleverse anymore, which you got to respect. But he always finds the time to come and see me or talk to me. And one day he sent 120 people into Mrs. C's chat room one night and on their show. Oh, we turned up and she had 140 people live. He sent everybody from his show over there to her channel.
Plugs. Those are my plugs. That's just, if you find it great. Tom Gully show.
Tom Gully is a great man. What do you do?
I'm not done plugging.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Is a brand new book about the TV show, The FBI. And you remember that show, Joey?
Yeah, I'm watching another one now, a new series that came out about the FBI.
Yeah, but the old one was on the air for 10 years.
10 years, I remember, yeah.
Very popular. And in the introduction, I am quoted in this last paragraph.
Oh, you did a writing, you did a forward in there.
I'm quoted in the introduction from here on this page, and then all the way down to here on this page. So it's it's a lot of, it's right at the beginning of the introduction. Wonderful. And it's the FBI dossier, Bill Sullivan in it.
I love it.
So that's 900 pages.
That's wonderful. That day. Tom Cully's the real deal. I'll tell you a really quickly funny story. You know who Michael Francese is, former mafia capo in the Colombo crime family, who went to prison for 10 years, came out, the FBI hired him to be the liaison to talk to all athletes in Major League Baseball and spring training to tell them about what the mob will do if you're in debt with them. And he went around for a long time doing that. That's how I got to meet Michael. Well, Michael, I tell you, is a fascinating guy. I mean, now Giuliani prosecuted him in federal court, threw the book at him, gave him 10 years in prison, got out and made sure he had a job, liked everything Michael doing. When he wrote his book, he asked Michael Francese to do the forward in that book. Is that ironic? He prosecuted, put the guy and threw the key away, and is good friends with him today. Isn't that something? That's an accomplishment. When Mayor Giuliani, Prosecutor Giuliani, calls someone that he despised and put away and threw the key away to ask him to do the forward in his book, you made respect there.
I heard that Francese was the guy that got him the handkerchief so that the hair dye would quit.
Yeah, he probably did. Michael's a good guy, real good guy.
Hey, Miss Honeybee.
Hi, Miss Honeybee. We were waiting. We didn't know if Kai was busy, but we wanted to ask. I sent Kai a link, and I did yell for you earlier. I don't know if Kai was busy, but we were hoping he could come on for 5 minutes. It was just something to tribute him for 5 minutes, and but we didn't know that if he was. We probably thought he was busy, but we were calling for you to see if you could convince him to come on for our last 5 minutes. We wanted to give a tribute to Kai.
Calling for him.
We'll wait a few more.
Well overdue that we want to present to him. So, and he's well missed over here. Trust me when I tell you that. So, but if he can't make it, maybe another time. But if he can, Mrs. Honeybee, we got nothing but love for you. And but if he can come on and let me know, and we'll wait. If not, but maybe another time. But I would like him to come on. I sent him a DM. The link is there. If he could pop in.
Yeah, he's busy working right now.
He's working.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Tell him I understand, and that maybe Monday or Tuesday, if he could give us 5 or 10 minutes, we just like to give him a little tribute. He deserves it, and he's well missed. So,
how much money does that man need anyway?
Huh?
How much money does that man need anyway?
You can never have too much money.
Him and his wife, they do wonderful things in their community.
He doesn't need to be working anymore.
Yeah. No, he does. He takes his job very serious. He's a very caring man. I love Kai. There's nothing. Kai he's the brother that I wish. He's the brother that I have a great brother that I love to death. But Kai's the brother that is got the voice of reasoning for Joey C. Always did, and never ever shut me down in any way with any negativity. Always gave me great pep talks, and we learned from each other. I could never be the brains he is, or even fathom the knowledge he has. But I wanted to be like a sponge every time I talk to him because he's a brilliant man, and good for society. So that's the type of man you want in your neighborhood. So, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So, I still want to eat the sausage and peppers he makes. I heard he makes the best sausage and peppers in Ohio. The best, but I understand the best.
Well, Kahuna, let your plugs loose.
I really don't have anything other than Twitter at Kahuna Nui 952. Follow me there.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dick, you lick the answer your question. I ain't nobody's bitch. Ever been a bitch to anybody. I'll bitch slap somebody, but I've never been somebody's bitch. Promise you that. Well, I know you're a hater and you got to be jealous. I know you don't like me doing anything I do. You get very upset. You haters get upset because, wow, I want to be on the Melton MLC. That's the bottom line. The bottom line, the haters just want to emulate everything I do because they want to be there. They can't because they don't have the style. They don't have the style or the capacity or the fucking balls to do what I've done in the Dabbleverse. So have a nice day, buddy.
Yes, thank you, folks. Bye-bye.
Love you. Shout out to Dick Ulick. Thank you, Dick Ulick. We love you too. Rick from New York, love you, brother.
We'll be back Monday morning.
Wow, Canada. All right. You're nothing but a pussy, Twitch. I'll tell you that to your face any time of the week. Fawn La Plata, Twitch. Thank you. How are you, Fawn? Happy guys, I love you, brother. Sunny B. I had up. Vito Bandito, you know what I think about you right now.